Testing, testing. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. We gotta talk about Ace Combat 8. I went to a Secret Fun playtest preview, and yes, I saw Cutie Stinky Minky. Let's yap about it live on Twitch and the YouTube. Boom. Just double checking. And then I am devouring my sandwich at the speed of light. My mamas! I am on day 2 of no drinking. I went to yoga at 6 in the morning. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have so much stuff to talk to you about. I have so much stuff to talk to you about. Are we live on the YouTube as well as the Twitch television? Just checking. Okay, I see we're live on the Twitch. What about the YouTube? We're live! Yippee! All right, everybody. Little bit of a yapping stream today. Coco, thank you for the 29 months. Little bit of a yapping stream today. I can finally tell you stuff without accidentally breaching NDA and embargo. I saw Mint. I played Ace Combat 8, and it was amazing. I played Ace Combat 8, and I am ready to talk all about it. Also, I saw Minto smile. All right, everybody, let me eat my delicious sandwich, and then it's time to tell you everything I can tell you about Ace Combat 8, and also let you know that all the exciting things that are going to be happening. It was really, really fun, but again, I'm going to give it a second. Let me eat my sandwich. Let me get ready for stream. Let's get cozy. Let's get comfy. Let's get here. And I'm excited to see you guys. I'm excited to yap. I'm excited to hang out. I'm excited to show you photos from the event. Even though half my photos are really, 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 really blurry. To the point where even I have some photos of Kraken when he was doing stuff. Spoiler alert, Kraken was there. And when I send it to him, he's like, Mata, why are all these photos blurry? So yeah, I'm excited to show you all the blurry photos I took. All of the blurry, blurry, blurry photos I took. Yeah, it's Peasant Man. Sweet little Peasant Man. It was good seeing him. Okay, everybody. Get cozy, get comfy. I am here. Not a super long stream today because I have been awake since like 5 something in the morning. I went to early morning yoga. I am tired. I'm a fit woman. I'm a brand new woman. I'm doing everything differently nowadays. I'm doing things better. Also, I have a blood test work tomorrow. I just realized that I haven't gotten my blood work done in like years. And I didn't know, but I could get it done in the States. Did you guys know that? I could just go to a clinic in the States and be like, could you take my blood? So yeah, I'm gonna get my blood. We're gonna find out how delicious my blood is. Yeah, I didn't know about that. All right, everybody, give me a quick moment. Let me eat my food, and then it's time to go. It's time to yap. It's time to kakegurui. You keep meaning to play Ace Combat 7. Listen, Ace Combat 7 is like $12 Canadian on Steam. So obviously you get it when you're comfortable. You do what you gotta do, but because the new game is coming out, the old game is currently very, very, very cheap on Steam. I'd pick it up if I were you. If you've been meaning to play it, I'd pick it up. I think it's a great time as ever, right? Great time as any, great time as ever to actually get it. Dun, 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 dun. That's a 6 simulator pod. It was crazy. It was legitness. Okay, give me quick few minutes, and then I'm all y'all's. Okay. I'm all yours in just a quick minute. Oh, the sandwich is a very simple sandwich. It is a turkey, lettuce. It's a turkey, lettuce, onion, tomato, and mayonnaise and aioli. Or aioli, I guess, is the mayonnaise. It's very good. It's very simple. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. All right, everybody, let me eat. Oh my god, can y'all hear this? There's like a bunch of what is it called? Police or ambulance? Oh no. Oh no. Momo, spin! Spin! They're coming to take us away! Spin! Spin! Don't let them take us away, please! Don't let them take us away! Spin! Well, 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 if it isn't my fellow Momos hanging out in the stream today. Have you seen the cockroach dating sim? Oh my god. I retweeted it. I was like, what in God's world is happening to my timeline today? And it's just one guy voice acting everybody. Every single cockroach. I don't know. They're coming. Oh, sorry. They're coming for my what is it called? Like my brand? They're coming for my stuff? They're coming for my brand? They're doing stuff? Yeah. Yes, I had the chance to play Ace Combat 8. I have to be mindful that I don't spoil things that happen, but I have played many missions in the game. I have flown many a plane, and I was sitting next to Minto. So I'm definitely going to talk about all of that in just a short moment. But yeah, get comfy, get cozy, get ready, get comfortable, get beautiful, stay delicious, get on it. You proved the cockroach niche and now they're moving in. I mean, hey, I was a lover of the Monster Girls way back when. I am so happy to see them have their day and their limelight and their shine. And every single time there's a new Monster Girl, I'm like, let's go! And a new Monster Boy, I'm like, let's go! I'm always excited for that. Very, 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 very much so. Okay, let me finish. I have like 3 more bites and then it's showtime. Unfortunately, not a super long stream today because I will get exhausted. I'll have you know, I am on day 2 of not drinking, which is exciting. But also, I woke up at like 5 a.m. to go to yoga at 6 a.m. Did I try it on Steam Deck? No, Mostly Lurk. I tried it. I mean, I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you all about it in just a minute. Where I tried it, how I tried it, how did it go, why it was like that, all the things. Give it just a minute. But I really had been, what do you mean, how awful? No, it was awesome. I basically got to spend the day with a bunch of gamers and got to play a bunch of the games and got to check it out. And then they fed us really good food. And then to make things even better, I got to take Minto out for food. So my life is complete. My life is so complete. I love, love, love it. I got to play games with my girl, and I got to then take my girl for food, and then it was awesome. And then I couldn't get my Uber to work for some reason, so Mint got me my Uber back. It was great. All the good stuff. All the good stuff, all the good things. Damn, so happy for you. You wish that was you, huh? You wish you were Mint, or do you wish you were Matara? Like, do you wish you were Mint being taken out by Matara, or do you wish you were Matara taking out Mint? Answer, and be careful what you say here. Because you know what I don't do enough of? With the Momos, one thing I've noticed, I am not possessive enough of you. Mint is so possessive of the wisps, and I am not nearly. I've been so nice to the Momos. I have been so not possessive. I've been letting you live your best life, and now I'm realizing, wait a second, I might need to get way more possessive with y'all. I don't think I'm being possessive enough with you all, and I think that's going to be a problem. I think that's going to be a problem. I am going to have to start laying down the law. I'm going to have to start getting serious, okay? Exactly. You have all been free-range Momos, and I think it's time that you get put back into cage, okay? Back into the cage you go, my fellow Momos. Very, very, very soon. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? How is everybody? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good night. Yeah, I have not been parasocial enough with you. At least not in the ways that matter, apparently, it seems. So yeah, you're all going to start having me become extra possessive, okay? What's going on here today? So long story short, I had been invited to a super secret play test for Ace Combat 8, and I'm going to talk all about it. I couldn't talk about it yesterday. I didn't want to break anything. But yeah, I'm going to talk all about it. Before that, I also want to talk to you about my hot yoga this morning. It was very nice, and just general stuff that I've been kind of up to. I'm recording 2 songs tomorrow and Saturday, and then I have 2 more songs to record. I'm excited. How have y'all been? I think she calls them ayabus. I know, but my duty as a friend is to make fun of my friend. So even though Mint calls them ayabus because she can't pronounce wisps, I can. And you know what I'm going to do? Make fun of her relentlessly. So I'm going to just keep calling them not just wisps, but wisps. They're the wisps. They're the wisps. Thank you so much, Jobber, for the 26. Cheetah, thank you for the 15. Major, thank you for the 30. I appreciate it. Oh no, not the possessive Mata. That's me. Miss Kitty, I've been pretty good. A little bit doing my best. Trying my best. Trying my best. Doing my best. Yeah, just holding on, and I'm hoping that by the time June ends, I would have had a much easier time with everything that I got going on. But now you know that there's merch and website and documentary and anime expo and concert and so many other things. But yeah. Did you manage to take off the airplane? Stop! Did she tell you that story? No! It's so embarrassing. 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 There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things we got to talk about today. But first, how is everybody doing? How's your morning? How's your night? I saw somebody mention that they're trying their room service with almond milk. That sounds super yummy. I got to try mine with coconut milk. I'm a big coconut milk person, so I want to try it. I've only ever had it with normal milk, and I've had it with, actually, no, I'm lying. I've had it with normal milk, I've had it with oat milk, and I've had it with water. As I said before, though, I like to mix a little scoop of, I do half a scoop of protein powder at night into it, so that way I'm getting a little bit of my protein as well. Yeah. You're recovering from post-con depression? Oh, come on, it doesn't last 2 weeks. I'm sorry to hear that, Angel. If your post-con depression is lasting 2 whole weeks, you gotta get some stuff going. You gotta find new things to be sad about, my sweet angel. It's not supposed to last that long. You had a salad and a yogurt for dinner. Yummy! Was it a Greek yogurt? Because you still need the protein, even though you're having salad. The salad is good for the fiber, for the nutrients, for the stuff, but you still need the protein. You prefer the skim milk? Skim milk is good. I use warm milk and honey. Warm milk makes it easier to mix it all up, but I honestly just use my shaker cup and I shake it. I shake it. Am I going to interbreed the momos and make the most genetically perfect momo? I think the momos are already perfect. I think their imperfections make them perfect. 10 months, time flies. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for being here for 10 whole months. I really appreciate it, especially this last year where I haven't been streaming nearly as much as I have other years. Thank you so much for sticking around while I'm kind of trying to get all the music stuff going and the podcast stuff going. I really appreciate you.
Shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice, that's okay. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself again.
What's up, Blade? Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff to talk to you about today. Basically, got invited to a super secret influencer event. Mint also was invited, so we got to sit together. I'll talk about it in a moment. I first want to kind of just get into the stream. You know, I've been up since 5 a.m. I'm trying to drink a lot less, so I'm trying to replace my cravings for alcohol with cravings for working out. So I think tomorrow night, instead of alcohol, I'm gonna go hiking, but like rock climbing, not hiking. Sorry, I meant hiking the wall with my hands, scaling the wall. And then yeah, just kind of an exciting stuff. This Sunday, I have a super secret fun event that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about just yet, but I am going to stream Sunday night. I'm going to come back from the event and see if I can tell you all about it. Finally, being in LA is paying off, and finally I'm going to all the cool stuff like the Ace Combat stuff that I can now talk about. It's going to be a lot of good stuff. Your room service finally got sent out. Let's go! That makes me so happy. Is it Rochella? You know, when Doki and I did Jipangu Festival, it's by the same folks who organized Coachella. So there is an alternate reality somewhere, not too far from our current reality, where there is a possibility that maybe, you know, from my lips to God's ears, that Doki Bird Matara at Coachella, you never know. There is a non-zero possibility reality somewhere where that happens, because yeah, it's the same folks who organize Jipangu who organize Coachella. I mean, probably not the exact same team. They probably have like 1 million teams, you know, working there, but I'm just saying. I'm so happy you've been enjoying room service. I'm so happy. It is so delicious, and I am, again, obviously you're always a part of the family with GamerSupps, even if you just do one merch drop or you just get your code. But it does make me feel like I'm part of the family a little bit more ingrained into the family tree now that I have a product with them. Who knows, maybe I'll feel even more ingrained as I keep launching new stuff. You never know. But keep your eyes peeled for a lot of good stuff. Keep your eyes peeled for some good fun stuff. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. But yeah, let's yap about it. So I know I just yapped to you yesterday, so there's not that much new stuff going on, but I've been up since 5. I went to hot yoga. I also am going to be going back to reformer Pilates, because as I'm getting older, my back is shrimping a little bit. I'm not holding my back as straight as I'd like to. I'm being a little old and scrunkly, and I would like to prevent old scrunkliness. Also, in general, I think just moving my body a little bit more is going to be good. And frankly, I mean, I'm sure you guys and gals can relate of the stress of you wake up and every day your phone is there and everything kind of feels like it's an emergency and a priority, and everything feels so important and so in the moment. And then if your phone is like, for example, in the hot yoga room, right? I can't have my phone because it's gonna melt or whatever. So you just don't have access to your phone and you can't focus on anything. You're just focusing on, oh my God, I am going to die. I am so sweaty and I cannot breathe and I don't know how to do this stupid pose. Oh, for anybody wondering about hot yoga. So it's basically yoga, but you're kind of doing it in a sauna. Damn, that makes me so happy. Do you meet hot people at hot yoga? I mean, probably. Probably you meet hot people at hot yoga. I'm too busy sweating and fighting for my life. So yeah. I can't imagine how cold yoga must feel. Oh my God, the best part about hot yoga is when you go outside after it, you're like, nothing feels hot anymore after hot yoga. But yeah, so kind of exciting. I'm learning a song. I can't tell you more about it just yet, but tomorrow and Saturday I have to go and record music. I'm already noticing that I'm getting better at music and better at recording. You know, I still can't record more than like one big song every day. I get very tired, and it's not even my voice that gets tired, it's my mental. Like, I don't know if anybody here has ever recorded music or has ever done anything like that, but it's my mental that gets really tired. Like, mentally, it feels the same as taking an exam because you're in front of another person and the person's like, no, Matara, you're just not hitting the note. I know you think it's this note, but it's the wrong note. It's not the right note. Matara, try again. I know you can do better. Matara, give me a little bit of a feeling. Matara, you're not getting the vibe. and I think mentally it's just really, really tiring. I am hoping that it gets easier and easier. I'm already getting better, but those are some harsh comments. It's kind of the only way that I can learn. I need the harshness, because if I don't hear the note, I don't hear the note, right? Sounds like it'll be exhausting, but it's so fun, and the results are really, really good, and you're gonna hear the results at Fantastic Reality, and you're gonna hear the results somewhere else very soon. Somewhere else very soon. You know what, though? It feels so nice lately. Okay, sorry to talk about last year. Last year, even though I was so stressed out with everything Bishojo and like everything legal, it always felt like my head was heavy and nothing I did could really solve it except like alcohol or anything like that. But oh my God! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Meanwhile, I'm talking about sad stuff. It's okay. Let me finish my... But now, with all the extra exercise and like singing and all that stuff, I actually end my day and I fall asleep. So for anybody that doesn't know, usually to fall asleep, I have to stay up to like 3 a.m. until my body finally gives out and finally I experience sleep. Now, by the time my head hits the bed, it's like 11:30 p.m. I fall asleep instantly. All the demons in my mind are quiet. Who knew that being busy and keeping my body, mind, spirit occupied were gonna occupy the demons? You know what else helps? Room service. Thank you so much, Alana, for the raid. When you go fishing, you feel like that. Oh my God, ты можешь сама свою рыбу, как это? Я не знаю, как это по-русски сказать. Не открывать. Open your fish is very English. Разрезать свою рыбу. Ты можешь? Ты умеешь сама так делать или нет? У меня мама очень хорошо рыбу разрезает. Привет, Alana! Hello! Welcome everybody coming in from Smug Alana stream. I am Matara Khan. Yes, Matara Khan of Independent. And today, I'm actually going to be talking about something a little bit fun and a little bit exciting. I went to a super secret kind of like influencer, I know I hate that word, but it's true, I'm an influencer. It's what it is. I'm sorry. I went to a super cool event where I got to play Ace Combat 8. Now, you might be saying, Matara, how could you have played Ace Combat 8? We saw the trailer for it yesterday. Yeah, I got to play it. I got to play it. I got to play it. I got to do it. I got to hang out. I got to play Ace Combat 8. And I got to see Mint Phantom. And we're going to talk about it. But first, we're just kind of catching up. I am telling everybody that just about my day and everything. I'm trying not to drink as much. So now I'm replacing my drinking with physical exercise, and I have some songs I'm doing. So tomorrow, basically I'm talking about my week where tomorrow and Saturday, I am going to be recording 2 songs, actually more, I think 3 songs. Some of them you'll get to hear soon if you haven't already heard about it. The concert at Anime Expo. Not at Anime Expo, but same weekend, Found Futures. And of course, more music soon. I've been spoiling a little bit of stuff, but I am hoping that one of the... Yeah, I used a controller, by the way. I am hoping that one of the songs I'm working on will be able to be released during Offkai weekend. So that way you'll get to hear it nonstop at the Maid Cafe. Because maybe, allegedly, one of the songs I'm working on could be with Mint. So it would be really fun if we had our song playing in the cafe while you're in the cafe with the wisps. With the wisps. You and the wisps could be at the cafe playing the games together. Yeah! I played Ace Combat 8. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I have all my photos. I have some stuff. We're going to talk about the game since it was my first experience. I will say there is a mission that I beat that Mint couldn't beat. There's a lot of really, really fun stuff. It was awesome. I was honestly so worried because A, I'm not a great gamer. B, I don't even know how to fly, much less drive. And eventually you kind of lock... I don't know how to explain it, but you kind of lock in. You kind of lock in and it makes sense. I was one with the bullets. I was one with the wind. I was one with the wind. I was one with the bullets. There's still a few times when I was launching missiles, I kept missing. But then other times I was learning. Oh my God. So how many times did you crash? Next question. Liar, thank you for the 32 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How was your stream today, Smugalana? Thank you so, so, so much for the raid. I'm pretty sure they kind of brought me in as the resident newbie, since a lot of people could have been big newbies, but I was the biggest newbie, that's for sure. I was the biggest newbie, and I'm telling you, even me as the newbie, there was times when I locked in. How much experience do I have with Ace Combat series? None. None, 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 none. But I will be playing Ace Combat 7 sometime on stream to prepare myself. And there's a few things that I'm not sure how much I can tell you. But what I'm going to tell you... Were you able to see Ace Combat 5? Yes! Wait, are they an influencer? Weapon, they were playing... Okay, so... they were playing. You see these like big chairs that I have like for the photo and stuff. I have a photo of Kraken in one of these bad boys. They were playing at some point. And Mint and I were like, let's go, Ace Combat fan! Let's go! We believe in you! We believe in you! All right, I guess we can talk about Ace Combat now. Funny enough, I actually have a little bit of footage to show you that I can talk over. Now, full disclosure, this is not my footage. And the reason for this is my footage that I recorded, I asked for us not to show it because I may have allegedly been crashing quite a bit. There's also going to be no volume so that I can talk over this footage to show you some guys, okay? To show you some guys, and then we're going to show you some photos. So very quickly, this is just a little bit of something that Zenti put together for y'all from like a big library of footage that we could use and we can talk about. But very quickly, I have no experience with Ace Combat. I have never played an Ace Combat game before this. A few things I want to mention. Um, I picked it up very quickly. There was one funny moment where during a mission, I couldn't fly my plane off because I didn't hold the button long enough and I had to ask Mint. Because guess what? Mint and I were sitting next to each other. And sometimes she would watch me play and I was like, Mint, please stop watching. You're making me stressed out. Other times I would watch her play. She was so cute. We were so into it. Honestly, what a great experience. So first things first, huge thank you to Bandai Namco for getting us out there. Let me see which photos I can already start showing you. Hold on. I have some photos I can already start showing you. I kind of have them all scattered a little bit throughout a bunch of different stuff, but I think they're very... Let me show you the Kraken photos, okay? Because they're actually really blurry, and Kraken just kept being like, Matara, I love that all of these photos are blurry. Okay, so very quickly, at one point, so our computers, when we got to play these games, we were kind of playing on a little computer, regularly. It was a great computer. It had like a little controller. Everything was good. They set up a bunch of these computers, but then they set up these like proper battle stations for us to try, which initially Mint and I were going to try it, but then we both got too intimidated. Okay. We both got way too intimidated to actually try it because there was like Ace Combat fan, you know? So all my photos of Kraken, he's like, Matara, how are all of these photos so blurry? So I took all of these photos of Kraken and they're all blurry. So then like at the end of the event, everybody got to eat food, right? Like we basically got in, we played the game for like hours. I think honestly from like 10 a.m. to like 6 p.m. We got to record, we got to talk about stuff, we got to see things. And then while everybody was eating, we got to see people compete. And like these are the photos that I took. These are the photos that I took. I think this one's great, but like, what kind of a photo is this? Okay, in my defense, I do think my hands were shaking a little bit because, oh, there's one more photo. Sorry, this one's great. I do think my hands were shaking a little bit because we had been gaming for like 8 hours in the dark. Also, it is a little bit intimidating because it was like kind of loud noises, lots of lights, lots of people. I do think at this point, you know, I was kind of, you know, when you played video games all day and you don't realize that you're hungry, but you're also playing them in a dark room with bright lights from the computer, plus everything is new, plus it's so overwhelming. I will say the game had checkpoints. Which if you have been an Ace Combat fan for a long time, you know that hasn't always been a thing. The game had checkpoints. Now, I forgot my Momo at home. So unfortunately, since I forgot my Momo at home, I had to use a little Minki. I forgot my Momo at home, so I had to use a little Minki. And I kind of wore, okay, so please don't make fun of me, or do. I didn't know what to wear, so I wore business casual, sort of. And Mint saw me and she's like, why are you dressed like you're going to an office? So I kind of wore like business casual clothes, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why am I wearing business casual clothes to like a gaming thing, right? I absolutely like just went in business casual with my little Minky. And before you ask, yes, the reason I actually wore a soft Matara cosplay is look at her. She's exactly where she wants to be. So this is a little bit of a spoiler, and I'm going to be very mindful because I think I can talk about it, but just in case I cannot, I will be participating in a future event made by Bandai Namco along with other people. And because of that, I was told that I might have to do some interviews. So I came in kind of being ready for an interview. That being said, only the folks that were interviewed were like team captains. So I wasn't interviewed. But I still came in just in case I had to get an interview done. That's also, by the way, like, I know people are making fun of me, and by people, I mean Mint, for wearing business casual clothing. But usually, if you're getting recorded for an interview, you're not supposed to have any visible logos. You're not supposed to, like, you can't show up and be like Adidas, Nike, etc. So that's why I made sure to wear clothes that didn't have any kind of thing that would is that business casual? Yeah. I mean, these are like work pants and this is a work shirt with like a work sweater. Is this not business casual? I'm literally wearing work pants and a work shirt and a like a peplum work shirt. No? Is that a drawstring? Okay, but they're actually business. They're actually like they don't look like it in this photo, but I swear to you, they are actually like work pants. I promise. They are actually work pants. Also, hold on. So one thing, okay, I know you want me to talk about the game, and I promise I will talk about the game in a minute. But may I just for a minute say, usually for these events, if ever they cater food or anything, it's fine. Like, the food's gonna be fine. You're gonna maybe have like a taco, or you're gonna have a something, or it's gonna be a thing or another. May I say, hold on, let me just show you some like random photos. I don't have photos of like the big computer area because I was afraid that I was gonna accidentally capture something I'm not supposed to. So please forgive me that I don't have any photos of like the computer area. Let me show you my atrocious photos, everybody. Are you ready? Are you ready to see how bad I am at taking photographs? Hold on.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
All right. But I will have to say this because food is very important. Oh my God. It was some of the best food I have had at like a gaming event ever. Okay. I think here, I don't know how Mint does it. Okay. I don't want to be caught talking shit about Mint's photography skills because not only did she take this photo, but also you guys saw the Kraken photos I took, but I look really short in this photo. I don't know why I look really short in this photo. Like, I look tiny. I don't know how I look so small, but I look really, really small in this photo. I don't know how she did it. Maybe it's because she's very small. Maybe it's the angle. I don't know how she did it, but I just look very small. I just look maybe it's because I'm kind of leaning in. I don't know, but I think Mint was trying to sabotage me. So obviously I forgot to take my little Momo. So I brought my little sushi mo. I just, I'll be honest with you. All they had was like a little wall for us to take photos, number one. Number two, I was deathly afraid to take any photo and accidentally break embargo because like if I had posted this, right, I'm breaking embargo. I'm not allowed to show this stuff. I'm not supposed to be showing these things. So I was scared of showing anything. But basically, we got to play the game. And then after playing the game, we got to eat. Now, let me tell you, holy cow, the food, so good. I don't know how they did it, but the chicken, amazing. The meat, so good. All they did was cater food, and it was like the best catered food ever. The desserts, oh my God, this was some kind of like Matara, please, we want to hear about Ace Combat. We don't want to know about the espresso like cappuccino brownie that was so good, okay? It was like espresso cappuccino brownie. It was insane. It was so good. I had like another one, okay? And then there was a cookie with a little plane on it. Oh my God. Also, I have a wonderful photo. Please don't steal it because I do plan to post it on social media. I don't know what kind of caption I would do for this photo. Maybe you guys can help me. Maybe you guys can help me to caption this next photo. Hold on. But can I just say, not to be like so bittersweet, but it was amazing, obviously, to be invited to this event to play Ace Combat, but to do it with my girlfriend, like the fact that my girlfriend was also there. And at a certain point, when we were talking to some of the staff, one of the girls came up to us and she was like, "Hi, I work at Bandai Namco. I'm a very big fan." And we were like, "Oh, this is crazy. Like, we're here and people are our fans." And it just felt so cool. And by the way, we saw some friends. I don't want to reveal too much just in case, but obviously you guys saw the Kraken in the photo. So you can guess that Kraken was there. You can see a few names. So you can get, you can see a few names if you zoom in. So you can guess who else is there. But it was insane. It was so Mobius, my beloved. Me looking short. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she did it, that like I just look short in all of these. Hold on, let me show you the photos of Mint that I need your help captioning. So something about it felt very kind of bittersweet in a positive way, of like, I can't believe I'm here with my stinky girlfriend. Let me just double check that they're okay here. So going back to the hotel, since a few people got flown in and then they got a hotel, I got an Uber credit because I'm already in the Los Angeles area, right? So to go back to their hotel, they would take this little party bus, I guess. And I had asked Mint if I could go back with her because I wanted to wipe off, my makeup and take off my wig. So it's just like, look at her. We were the only ones on this bus. Look at that. We were just yeah, I don't know what I'm going to caption this. I don't know what I'm going to caption this, but I'm going to caption it something. I was thinking of captioning it like "party on you" because that's like the thing that I hear of, like, party on you, party on you. Maybe Wild Minky, like cute girl on the bus, on the party bus. You guys think I should flirt with her? What do y'all think? I don't think I'm going to keep this picture. I think this picture is like too much. I think these two are the Minky party bus. Minky party bus. Minky party bus is a good one. Stinky Minky party bus, maybe. All right, let's actually get back to the game stuff. As you can see here, it looked insane. It played insane. So these clips, by the way, this is not my footage. This is footage that was provided to us because my footage is I crash a lot. And it's also muted so I can talk over it. All right. First things first, huge thank you to Bandai Namco for allowing me the chance to play the game early. They took such good care of us. I basically have, in the future, maybe when the game is full. Oh my God, wait. You know what would be so funny? In the future, when the game is fully out, there's a mission I can't talk about. I'm really, really sorry. I know it's going to be so annoying. There's a mission I cannot talk to you about that I took like 14 quadrillion tries to finish because I kept accidentally crashing into the buildings. Like I kept accidentally, like I'm supposed to eliminate certain things. And then because it's like in the middle of the city, I kept crashing into the high rises. And I think it would be funny if when the game comes out, we actually open that footage together. And you see that it took me like 55 tries to like beat something in a mission, okay? Because it was really, really like, it just, there's sometimes missions that are happening like in the middle of the city and you kind of have to like maneuver around. But then when you maneuver around, there's a big, big, big building. Raynick, I cannot confirm or deny. But I will tell you this, Mint couldn't beat that mission. She watched. But in my defense, there's another mission that I couldn't beat that she beat. So I will tell you this. If anybody here has never played Ace Combat and you're really intimidated, you guys have to understand, you do not understand how bad I am at flying. You do not understand how, like, I am so bad at video games. I eventually locked in and I understood the game. Like, eventually my controller and I were one and I just did it. So you need to understand that if I can do it, you can do it, okay? You can absolutely, 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 absolutely do it, okay? Trust me. It seems so complicated, the flying, and it seems, but like, you have, spoiler alert, you have allies to help you out. You have, like, if you have a, like, if there's a missile following you, it's actually not that hard to juke it. Does this mean a game journalist can do it? Maybe. It's like not that hard to juke your stuff. Plus, you have flares which help you avoid if there's like it. I'm telling you, please, please, please give this game a chance. Okay. All right. Also, you can lock on your missiles pretty easily as well. If you are struggling, you can just make money and unlock a better plane. And then the better plane, like, you can just be like, okay, I want a plane that has more missiles. I want a plane that has faster this or it's I'm telling you, I thought I was going to be way worse, and I genuinely thought to myself, oh my goodness, I am going to be an embarrassment, and it was fine. So again, I'm sorry, I have these muted. Tasha, oh my God, you guys are going to love her. You guys are going to love her. No spoiler about her backstory or anything, but you guys are going to love her. I already love her. She's so silly. She's so goofy. She's adorable. She's fantastic. One of my favorite people. She does not stop yapping. She does not stop yapping on the intercoms, and she's great. She is, wow. I absolutely, maybe I should have asked for a little bit of sound, because now it's just me talking over it. I just figured while I'd be talking over it, you guys would be like, Matara, please shut up. But yeah, not much to say. You kind of start off, you have a little squad. You got three little buddies with you, and they help you out and they do a bunch of stuff with you, and you can kind of be like, hey, I want you guys to protect me. I want you guys to kill people. I want you guys to, it's kind of like squad, right? There is, of course, a Mr. Vinny Vinesauce lookalike. There has to be one. In every single game, you need to have a Vinny Vinesauce lookalike. Another thing about here that was really cool. So sometimes when you fly into the clouds, the missile will lose their lock on you. Also, if you stay in the clouds for too long, the temperature goes down. You get like condensation. It's insanity. Like, I really want to play more flying simulator games now. I really, really do. It was just, like I said, it was very understandable. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so see here, right here, the plane is like doing regular shooting. I was telling Mint about this. I did not start doing regular shooting until like hour 6 of the playtest. And I told Mint about it, and Mint's like, I haven't even started doing it. The machine guns, I did not, because I was so focused on like the missiles. There is something so freaking primal. I have not played AC7 Juras, but I plan to. Y'all have to understand, there is something so, I'm sorry, I'm going to swear, fucking primal when you are stalking. Like, you lock in on a ship, okay? And you're behind that fucker. I'm sorry, I'm swearing for emphasis. You're behind that fucker. You lock in, and then you're like, I got you in my sight, and you launch your missile, and it hits. Woo! I'm telling you, it awoke something in me I didn't know I had. Like, the way video games make you feel, I haven't felt this way in a while, but I think it's just because I have not played this kind of a game before. I have not played this kind of a game before. I've never played a game where I'm in a plane having to shoot people down. It was awesome. It was amazing. And again, believe me when I tell you, you already know I do not play games good. You already know how bad I am. But like, it just felt all so satisfying. Sorry, that's what the hell is with my calendar? What are we calendaring? Sorry. I didn't forget anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I didn't forget anything. The worst part is it's for tomorrow. I am telling you, I have never. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was not an alert for the stream. It definitely, okay. So definitely had a power fantasy vibe that I loved. Like, you had a power fantasy, but it wasn't so much power fantasy that, like, there was still times when if you're not careful, like, you could do a mission perfectly, and then if you're not careful, you crash into the building. I crashed into boats a few times, but trust me, you're like, how could you be so low that you're crashing into boats? I do whatever I want. The music in the game was insane. You know what? Let me show the one with the let me show you the one with the sounds. Because what am I doing? No. Let me show you the one with the sounds. And this is all footage. By the way, Zenti has all the footage because they provided us footage with audio for Zenti to use. So, Zenti, thank you for this. All right, everybody, you ready? I will still talk over this, by the way. I just need you guys to understand. I understood. Also, the MF stands for Mint Phantom.
Joker flight. Commence sortie immediately.
Is this loud enough?
When I was little, I'd get up at the crack of dawn to see the
Louder?
sunrise. I've always been an early riser.
When you get older, it takes more than an alarm to pry you awake.
I hope these enemies
Here, I'll turn it up.
do their alarms too.
We want to get in and get out without waking anyone. That's the best case scenario. A man can hope. About time we started flying lower.
I think this is the loudest I can get it. I'm so sorry.
That's war. Allegiances change. See them? I see bandits. You call the shots, Joker One. Good luck.
Again, I was absolutely not using my machine gun until... See what I mean? You can absolutely crash into the buildings!
Break off the gangway!
You can so crash into the buildings.
Free formation, Tasha.
I may have done it
Might as well take advantage.
many times.
The ship's lifting. Get to the starboard lifeboat.
This is some crazy gameplay. This is not my gameplay.
Was indeed. Nicely done.
I would be crashing into here.
Approximately half of our battleships have...
This is not my gameplay. I would have absolutely crashed.
The scoundrels keep gunning for the distance. Might feed Queen flight back to base at
This
this
is
rate.
insanity. Who's this good?
Flight's a dealer. Stand by for sit rep.
Speak of the devil.
This
Go
is
ahead,
crazy.
Queen.
He's on the...
Operation ID
What?
1478, Port Edward.
This is parts of the game. This is like when you show your cat the top of the
What are
fridge.
you calling it, devil?
I've never seen this.
No, all smooth there.
Thanks. Returning to base. Drop by for souvenirs.
Do you guys think this is Ace Combat fan? Okay, can I please know the lore?
Joker 4.
Can I please know the lore of Ace Combat fan? Because when he was there, Mint and I were rooting for him. Mint and I were rooting for him. It's a long story. Begin. Begin. I'm ready. I'm ready. We have time. What else do we got to do? What else do you got going on today? What else do you got going on today? Come on. Start yapping. Ota Mike, I think the stuff you can target is military, but there was definitely some stuff that I was hitting that I didn't have to hit.
Destroyed. Target hit. Joker 1 destroyed a target.
One down becomes a new coral reef.
That's up to the new flight leader.
Oh my god, look at that.
Always open comms before firing?
In the FCU, we did.
This is not my flying.
I dig it.
This is not my flying.
Howdy. I've confirmed your aircraft on the radar. Prepare to land.
At all. Oh my god, that noise will be in my head forever.
Altitude 1100. Distance 18,000. Main guns. Commence aim fire. Objective locked.
I actually managed to land. I'll have you know, I did manage to land. I don't know how. Oh, this sound. Oh.
White Valley Air Force for
I am not sure what I can and cannot say. I really apologize. But all I have to say is allegedly, apparently, if I had done this mission, which I don't know legally if I'm allowed to say if I had done it, but I'm just saying theoretically, in theory, if I had done this mission, I probably would have crashed into the buildings many, 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 many times, trying to avoid that gigantic laser that it shoots. I'm just saying, allegedly, if I had done this mission.
completing it in their previous attack. I can only hope that their souls can rest
Yup,
in peace.
that! And I may have allegedly crashed into that big boy.
Joker 1, locked on. Find out.
I have absolutely allegedly crashed into it.
We'll snare it by air and ground.
That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. Oh my god.
Them like a raging bull. Trample over their defenses. Into the city toward the Enso special zone.
Also, I'll have you guys know some missions have a time limit, believe it or not.
Almost to Point Alpha.
I have found out the hard way that some missions have a time limit.
2, 1. Detonate.
Allegedly.
Point Alpha detonation confirmed.
200 to containment line.
That's a hit. Explosion in structure 2.
Joker 1, target destroyed.
He's stranded. Land battleship immobilized.
Look at that.
I repeat, land battleship immobilized.
No way. You mean it's still going? Thrusters?
Wait, what?
You've got to be kidding me.
Look at it.
Maximum power. They can't stop.
The success
Beautiful.
of this mission hinges on us.
Beautiful.
Rex, you're in command. Tell us what to do and we'll do it.
So,
Look, the wings clipped.
I might need
The big guy's
to,
looking real beat up. Keep it coming.
I might need to have, oh, 1 second,
Let's go. Ray destroyed a
I might
propeller.
need to, get some training.
Adjust transport. Check up our level.
Because, as I said,
All destroyed. It's
I
going
might
down.
be participating in other content creators in like a little funny, silly little thing that bad guy's organizing.
Transport is
And the
down.
problem is,
3 transports
I
left.
just learned how to fly. I didn't even learn how to shoot.
Commander.
DeWins and Varric, thank you so much for the subs. What's up, Not? It's the most Metal Gear flying game ever made. Absolutely. I 100% understand why Minki loves it. In fact, my biggest regret is not having started earlier. But then again, this was such a great experience. So for those of you that are like, oh, Matara, I've never played the game. Is it my time to play the game? I think you'd really, really enjoy it. Hold on, let me charge my... I have like a little... Oh, that's so cool, Xlame. I love that. We're definitely going to play the 7th on stream because I know that it is on Steam. Okay, hold on. Let me just charge my stuff. We're definitely going to play Ace Combat 7 on stream. But Ace Combat 8, we're going to be playing it. Like I said, I am going to be part of a little activation with a few other content creators. So keep your eyes on that. It was a phenomenal experience. Seriously, if any of you... I never claimed the game that Mint gave me. If any of you are ever thinking to yourself, Matara, I get it, you're a gamer girl. I understand you played Ace Combat, you're a gamer girl. It must have been amazing. It must have been so easy for you with your incredible skill at video games. Like, you are just such a gamer, you know? And I need you to understand. I need you to understand that I got into it just in like, honestly, full disclosure, I failed the tutorial at first because I ran out of time. But then after that, I locked in a little bit. You know what else I want to talk about very quickly? Some of the missions, they aren't difficult, but you can definitely get like kind of cocky with it. And you can kind of take your time and then realize, wait a second, I did this in the wrong. Or like you'll do a full mission and then realize, wait a second, if only I had killed this thing first, I would have had such an easier time. So there's also a really fun way of you like exploring around and kind of figuring out, like it's a little bit like a puzzle as well, where you can kind of figure out, wait a second, next time I'm going to try attacking from the right side first and then on the left side. Next time I'm going to try going for like maybe the anti-air or maybe like the anti-tank or something like that. So will I be gay? Happy Pride. Will I be watching Summer Games Fest tomorrow? Unfortunately, tomorrow I have to go and record a bunch of songs. I have to record songs tomorrow and Saturday. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to watch Summer Games Fest. I know that sucks and I apologize. I really do hope that once I have a lot of this music stuff a little bit more behind me, and it'll be a little bit easier and better and yeah, but I gotta record a bunch of my vocals at the moment, unfortunately. So listening to the mission briefing. Yes, but I'm a streamer. I yap, you know, I'm like looking. Anyway, a lot of replayability. Really, really fun puzzles. Didn't feel super tough, but even still felt kind of challenging. And when you'd figure it out, it felt amazing. I can't wait to play more. That's all I gotta say. I cannot wait to play more. We are gonna play Ace Combat 7 as well. Mint was right. It's great. The music, the story, the everything. And by the way, Bandai Namco got like, I don't know how many people it was total, but it was like 40 computers. It was crazy. It was a lot of people and everybody was recording. And I felt like I was like, it was so cool. I don't know. I don't often get like super starstruck in general. Maybe because like I used to work in restaurants and like back when we had like, I don't know. I've like met and seen people before that. But doing this event really kind of made me feel like, what the heck? Mint did say a few words in Japanese to some of the Japanese team. And then I, to embarrass her when I was leaving, I just went, Arigatou gozaimasu, mata ne. She actually like came over and said something really, really thoughtful and really, really nice. And she was so polite. And I was like, Matara. Ace Combat 8 release? No, but I was talking about how I got invited to a play test that was private, under NDA, embargo, all that fun stuff. And I have a bunch of footage. I think it actually would be so funny. Maybe that is something I could do, is I could actually just give maybe Zenti some of this footage and be like, hey Zenti, let's see if we can just like take out all the times I crash. Because I crashed so many times. But it was honestly amazing, and it was really, really a fun game. And I think it may have just unlocked like it may have unlocked something new in me, because I did not think I'd be so into flying games. But like, it makes sense, right? I get it. It just kind of gives you the right amount of adrenaline and gives you the right amount of everything. But yeah. Maybe the crashing is also what feels good. It's because even if you kind of like make mistakes or you do stuff, eventually it just kind of clicks, you know? Yeah, no? Also, Mint kept asking about one of her planes. She was saying that one of her planes wasn't there. She couldn't see it, or like it wasn't unlocked yet. And she was like,
I need my plane. I need my favorite plane. My favorite plane is in there. My favorite plane.
you know what though? Even though you said it's a very anime flying game, it still felt like very realistic, if that makes sense. New player interested in the series, which one do you recommend starting with? Diego, honestly, I haven't played 7, but I'm probably would say play the 7 with me. It's currently on a super discount. I think it's like $12 on Steam. Like, the graphics felt very realistic. I wouldn't really call it a mega anime game, even though it is Bandai Namco, you know? You know what else I think it is? As a gamer, when you get a lot of new lore or information, like, because I haven't played games where you have to fly a plane, it was a little bit intimidating. But then after a while, you're like, wait a second. Now I kind of understand how to do, where to go, what to do, how to do it. And it kind of locks in. Sorry for yawning. I've been up since 5 a.m. The story is very Gundam. It was amazing. It was incredible. Like I said again, may I just say, no, Chambers, that makes me so sad. We gotta have 50 more streams. Like I said, the Ace Combat 7 is currently $12 Canadian on, oh my god, it went up to $19.99. It was $12.99 Canadian yesterday. Buy the game, buy the game, buy the game. You must buy the game, buy the game. Yesterday, it was $12.99. Yesterday it was $12.99. I'm just saying. It was $12.99. Go, 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 go while it's still cheap. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go. Why is my Oshi a liar? I was a truther yesterday. The truth changes, okay? Sometimes the truth changes. Sometimes the truth absolutely changes, and you change the way you see the truth. Okay. But, yeah, I guess maybe everybody else could give us advice if you guys have played the game a lot, because look, I have not played Ace Combat 7. English reviews, 22,000 very positive reviews. I don't know. That seems kind of nice. And the game is from 7 years ago. So if you play it now and then you play 8, the level of like increase in quality of life will be huge. So I think 7. Plus, it's the only game on the Steam, right? If you think about it, everything I've said at a certain point has been the truth, at least in one dimension, reality, or another. Wish people could play Ace Combat 3. Oh, what platform is it on? Is it on like the Xbox or the PlayStation? Oh, I see, mostly Lurg. That's interesting. I wonder why. 7 is the easiest to get and will be most like 8. Let me tell you this. According to Mint, there were no checkpoints before. So before, there were no checkpoints for this kind of stuff. Now, luckily, there's some very generous checkpoints. And I'm sure as you go higher in difficulty, the checkpoints drop off. But the checkpoints were super generous. And it still felt really good to get into there. Thank you, Wins, for the bits. Any particular advice for playing AC? But AC7 is definitely a good option. My favorite is AC4. I feel like AC4 is like a lot of people's favorite, according to Mint. Not me reinstalling AC7 right now. You should. You should. I feel like I might have to get a controller for AC just because I really enjoyed playing it with a controller. So playing it with a controller again could be really, really nice. I think that's exactly what I would need. I have to say, I really enjoyed it. And even at times, like I'm telling you, I was so intimidated and I thought I'm not going to be good at it. I'm not going to have a good time. I was worried that I was going to be really, really bad. And then I played it and it just, eventually something in your body just kind of locks in, you know? Eventually your body just kind of understands what to do and where to go and how to do the things and go the distance. You know? You just kind of get it eventually. And I just kind of got it. I think somewhere in my brain, it fully connected and my eye opened. My third evil Sharingan eye really opened. Wait, what do you mean you get a port of Ace Combat 0? What? I'm gonna say all this and then I'm gonna play the game and y'all are gonna be like, Matara, why are you lying to me? A bit harder. Let me at least start with Ace Combat 7. Jeez. Let me start with something easy first. But I feel like they did a really good job, you know, not to compliment Bandai Namco too much, but I will. I think they did a great job inviting me because I am the proof that if I can beat some of these missions, that if I can do some of the stuff in the game, you can do it. Right? Like, you always need a person who's like the weakest link anywhere. So in my case, I'm like, let me show you that I can be the weakest link. Let me show you that I can be the weakest and I can be the worst. So now you have no excuse not to play it. Because you can tell yourself, if Matara Khan can do it, so can I. Nothing is stopping you. Trust me. Trust me. Nothing is stopping you. If I can do it, it's just easy. Boop. Easy, easy, easy peasy. Oh, that's awesome, Chad. If you ever end up making a Matara or an evil Matara one, let me know. Let me know. If you ever get around to it, if you ever do it, I want to see, I want to know, I want to play, I want to game, I want to do. What else? I forget which aircraft I liked a lot, but for one of the missions, I remember changing planes, and I just got very maneuverable planes. I feel like I like a plane where if I turn right, it turns right very quickly. I would rather have a plane that's like a little bit smaller and faster because I'm kind of an annoying flyer driver. And then also it depends on like what the mission is, because there's some missions where you have to attack, let's say, a lot of stuff on the sea. So you change your gun, right? If you're attacking stuff that's in the air, you change your gun. And not every plane has access to all the same guns. Or I guess not guns is the wrong word. Not every plane has the same access to all the same weapons, right? So depending on where you're going, you're kind of thinking, okay, well, what kind of weapons am I going to need? And also, what kind of mission is it, right? Like, if it's a mission that requires, like, you zigzagging through buildings, you definitely are going to take a different plane than if it's just a mission where you can slowly go in and, yeah. So, I played on normal controls. I didn't change to expert controls. But that is something that we are going to have to experiment when I play AC7. I did hear a lot of people say that it's fine, and because I'm a beginner, it's good that I just did the regular controls. Just want to say your GamerSupps AFK is so delicious. That makes me so happy! Soul Crab! What do you drink yours with? Do you drink it with water? Do you drink it with milk? What do you drink yours with? I'm so happy! By the way, Momos, if you were wanting to get your very own GamerSupps AFK, it is a sleep aid, so it's not the energy ones. If you use code MATA, it comes with an amazing, beautiful postcard. But Very important. Very, very super important. Wow. Very, very super important. It comes with this beautiful postcard that I can't click to make bigger now, but you just have to trust me. They currently are in stock, meaning you do not have to wait 4 months to get it. It is not on pre-order. If you order it now, it will ship now. Knock, knock. Room service has arrived. Get comfy and unwind with Matara cinnamon creme brulee inspired AFK. This rich and smooth combo will have every sip feeling like a 5-star service. Ba-ba-bam. And it is a gigantic tub. I know you're gonna tell yourself, Matara, this tub is gonna last me forever, but if you do a scoop every day, it's about a month. Do you already have AC7? No, I gotta get it. I gotta buy it. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta buy it. I gotta buy it. I gotta get it. So if you end up speaking of getting, the GAMERSUPPS room service AFK flavor from yours truly, it will ship right away. It will ship right away. So I'm kind of curious. Some of you, how long did it take you to get your order? Like a week? A little bit over? A little bit under? Under about a week, probably. That is what's up. That is how it goes. That is how the cookie crumbles. It took me 3 or 4 days. Nice. I just know that sometimes people feel like, oh, you know, it's going to be a long pre-order. What if I move? What if I do stuff? Not here, baby. Absolutely not a long pre-order here. It is here. It is now. It is happening. And of course, if you want to pick up anything else, feel free. Feel free to pick up anything else, my sweet loves.
Anything else?
Where were we? May I pee and grab a coffee? Actually, wait, I shouldn't grab a coffee. I want to go to bed early. Momos. I'm having a little bit of a headache, and I don't know if it's because I'm on the no drinking or what. Or if it's just me having been awake since 5 a.m. running on very little sleep. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but let me get up and let me stretch, okay? Let me get up and let me stretch. Give me a minute. Oh my God, Jane Bondi, hello. How are you? Jane, I was telling them all about the things. I was absolutely spoiling every single mission and how it ends. I was also telling them how great I am at both the flying and the shooting and the machine gunning. I absolutely, I was also showing them photos from the event. Jane, let me show you some photos I took of Kraken. All of them are blurry. I don't know how I did this. I already showed these earlier, but I'm going to show them again. For some reason, all of these are blurry. Are you ready? Okay. Here goes. This one, kind of blurry. Thank you. Thank you, Jane Bondi. I appreciate you. I was gonna buy Ace Combat 7 yesterday, but then I forgot. I already have my thumbnail ready and hold on. I already got my thumbnails ready for it. I'm gonna be streaming it real soon. I was telling the Momos. Oh wait, actually, let me go through the Kraken photos first. All right, y'all are ready? A little bit blurry. Very blurry. Not so blurry. Yay, kind of blurry. Less blurry. Somewhat blurry. I already have my thumbnails good and ready to go. Let me show you. I was telling everybody how good it is that you guys invited me. Not only was it super fun and a great time and a great everything, but I also was there to show people that, hey, you don't have to be a pro at video games. Look at that. Look at this thumbnail. If I, Matara Khan of video games, can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can absolutely do it. Eventually, the controls just make sense. You eventually just lock in and the controls. Can everybody please clap for Zenti? Zenti did these. Zenti, you are incredible. Thank you so much for these. You are incredible. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was you or not, Miss Jane. Name starting with an N. I don't want to reveal anything, but I'm seeing if I can send you guys a few gifts. Thank you so much for stopping by, Jane. Yeah, I was telling them. I was telling the Momos earlier about the event and how much I enjoyed it. Also, I'm going to be fully honest with you. The food that you guys catered was amazing. I've talked about it before, but it is so often, right? Like, we were there gaming for 6 hours straight, okay? And then we were watching people game. And both Mint and I were shocked at how good the food was, how good the desserts were, how good the everything. Oh my God. So not only do we have a phenomenal gaming experience, lights off, beautiful music, amazing game, everything's good. Okay, you're not. I thought it was you because you talked about the coasters and you said you were Jane, so I assumed you were a lady. But thank you. I'm glad. Thanks for coming by, Bondi. So it was great. Honestly, Blade, it was perfect conditions because they had the lights off. It was just everybody wearing their headphone, their headset. Everybody was recording. I think later what I'm going to do, I already told my audience about this. I'm going to take the footage that I recorded after the game's already out, so I'm not accidentally spoiling anything. And I will simply have my editor show every single time I crashed or every single time I died. Because guess what? I have absolutely, maybe allegedly, accidentally crashed into both battleships and buildings. I don't think I crashed into another plane, but I have absolutely, unfortunately, ran out of time and also crashed. That would be good, chat. That would be awesome. Thank you. Also, welcome, Raiders. But yeah, phenomenal. It was such an experience. I'm really excited to experience Ace Combat 7. I completely understand why Mint has been such a fan of it. I will say, so far, obviously not spoiling any story stuff, but it didn't feel like I know I've heard people refer to it as like the Metal Gear of playing, but I don't know. So far, maybe I just haven't gotten so far, and even if I did, I couldn't spoil it for you. So we're gonna see. We're gonna discover everything. I'm out of missiles, but not out of options. My whole job is to learn how to actually use my machine gun. I want to be able to use my machine gun. All right. Also, instead of a coffee, I have a nice little GAMERSUPPS. Yum. What the heck? Can't believe it. I can't believe it. The rich are getting richer. Streamer getting codes. I thought I had a great day, but no, it is not enough. I'm also now getting a code for AC7. Must be nice being me. Must be good being Matara Khan. That's what the AC7 practice will help with. I'm really excited. Didn't Mint gift you AC7 and you ignored it? Ignore is a big word. In my defense, she gifted it to me while I was on a trip to Thanksgiving to her house. I was busy spending time with her grandmother. I was busy being a good family woman and friend. So it's not that I ignored it, it's that I didn't realize it happened until it said, hey, you waited too long, you can't redeem this anymore. And of course, Mint took it really not personally, and she absolutely didn't make it a big deal at all, as one would or wouldn't, you know? So yeah. Of course. As we know. Also, I already showed a bunch of the photos, but for those of y'all who missed it, I have the best photo ever. Ever. Of course, it's just a photo of my Minki on the bus, riding back all alone. Oh, it's just a photo of my Minki riding back on the bus all alone. My sweet girl. My sweet, beautiful girl. My sweet, beautiful, beautiful girl. Bandai, you missed it. I already showed off some photos, but I can show off some more photos. So I was telling the audience a little bit earlier that during the day when we got in, during the playtest and stuff, it was awesome because we basically each got like our own little computer with our own little recording, and we got to play a bunch of the game and just enjoy it. You also had a bunch of food, you had a bunch of sparkling water, you had chips, then you catered amazing food. But then at the end of the playtest, people could actually get onto these kind of like real, more flight simulator stuff. And originally, both Mint and I wanted to do it. But after having gamed for 6+ hours, we started eating food. You know when you are so hungry and then you eat and you just go, oh my God, I'm so full. Like we both started eating food. We're like, let's leave it to the pros. I will say though, there was Ace Combat fan and we were cheering them on very, very, very much. I did not take any photos of like the people playing in the computer room because I didn't know who they're like wanted their face out there, who there didn't want their face out there, who was private, who wasn't private. I wanted to be very, very mindful that I don't accidentally take photos in an area that I'm not supposed to. Also, because initially things were embargoed, I was like, I don't want to accidentally do or post anything that would just be not the way it's supposed to be. But then of course, Mint actually takes very good photos. I will say Mint takes absolutely better photos of me than I take of Kraken. Minus that one photo that Mint took where I look very, very small. Mint took a way, way better photos of me. I will say this. Mint absolutely cooked. Mint absolutely did a great job with these. Way, way better than some of the photos that I've been taken. I gotta give it to Mint. I gotta give it to my Mint. Except the one photo where I look kind of small. She did a great job. Chad, thank you for subscribing, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a time. It's been a day. Would you say her photography skills are mint? Something like that. It is the anarchy wig. What is the Mint plush doing? She is exactly where she wants to be, okay? She is exactly where she needs to be. She is exactly. Hold on, let me find a. Don't mind her. She's exactly where she needs to be. Hold on. Let me do a little image. But yes, everybody, we will absolutely be playing Ace Combat 7. We are going to be playing Ace Combat 8 when it's finally out. And I have just a little bit of time to lock in and improve and get better. We have a little bit of time to improve and get better and all that stuff. She did a great job capturing you. Listen, she did her best. There's a few photos where I look a little small, but that's just because, you know, my Mint is small. Longest yeah boy ever. I'm so excited. Bandai, I heard that apparently you guys didn't have checkpoints until the 6th game. How was that even a possibility? How did you guys not have checkpoints until the 6th game? How? Also, you gotta let the people know. You gotta let the other Janes at Bandai know that, hey, we gotta find a way to play the old games again, you know? Because honestly, personally, I get it. You know, just buy a PlayStation 1. But we live in a society, so I would love a chance to play them all from the beginning. Who knows, Momo? If the pre-order for Ace Combat 8 sells tremendously well, maybe the Bandai Namco will actually make it happen so we could play the older games. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe never. Maybe yes. But unfortunately, if I get too addicted, I might have to find the old manuscripts and actually get a PlayStation. Actually find a PlayStation. Actually make it work. I saw my wife. Yeah, so Dark Lord. I was talking about it at the beginning of the stream. But basically, yes, Bandai Namco did a phenomenal event and they invited Mint and I to play games. So I got to play Ace Combat 8 with my stinky girl. I feel like this is kind of the part about when you talk about this stuff. It's like there's always a new person coming into stream and you're like, wait a second, let me talk about it again. Let me show you my photos again. Let me get back to it again. And then the whole stream, you're like, wait, I've said the same thing 14 quadrillion times. I'll gift you my old 360. Thank you. That's not how it works. Oh, I see. Wait. Explain it to me like I'm a baby. Realistically speaking, why couldn't Bandai Namco, you don't have to say anything because I know you might not be able to talk about it, but what, realistically speaking, what is stopping Bandai Namco? I guess you'd have to recreate the game, right? They'd have to like remake the game for a modern engine. And it's just not worth, like, it's always more worth it to make a new game. And then, yeah, you'd basically have to, like, remake an old game completely. Especially if it's a game from the 1900s. You probably lost the code. And then how do the licenses work? Airplanes are copyrighted. What? So they wouldn't just be able to be like, oh, let's make this plane? That's crazy. Honestly, Bandai, I think it is. I think it might have to be time for a PowerPoint. Because I showed a video, and then we talked, and then we did stuff, and now, you know, But I appreciate it. It's fun to talk about it. Plus, as you know, everybody who's coming in is super excited about Ace Combat, which is making me excited. Thank you for bugging me, Sunny. Thank you for bugging me. Oh my God, is that a little... Wait, what is your fan mascot? Is that a little crocodile? Is that a little dinosaur? Talk to me. Thank you so much. You can bug me anytime you like, honey. Winky face. Thank you. How was your stream? Hold on, sorry. I'm like moving my microphone around. I've been awake since 5 a.m. It's a Komodo dragon I love. So wait, this is so crazy that they would have to... Is it the same thing with like car games then, where they have to like relicense all the cars? My God, I'm sorry. Y'all, if you want to experience the old games, you gotta watch Mint Phantom. They're a lizard! Her name is Gas. I love that. Sunny, thank you so much for the raid. What kind of stuff were you up to today? Did you get out? Did you do some trouble? Were you good? Tell me everything. Were you good? Or not? That's so cute. A lizard named Gas. I live with the lizard. Named Jailbird. She's my roomie's lizard. That is so funny though that... Sorry, now I'm thinking about how much like video games are actually a dying lost art. Like some video games from the 1900s are absolutely a dying lost art. You know, like it's... That's it. If you didn't get it, you're not gonna get it. Lizard. We got into trouble. We were doing a hand cam, trying to repair a broken dream. See? She knows all about video games as a dying art. Sunny, have you played a lot of Ace Combat before? I am here to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Ace Combat. Ace Combat 7 is currently on Steam. It's amazing. Ace Combat 8 is coming out. You should try it if you never have. I honestly regret not having tried it sooner. Mint was right. You know the worst part about Mint? Is she actually knows me really well. She absolutely was right when she said I'd really like the game. And sometimes it aggravates me that my girlfriend knows me so well. Teach me about Ace Combat. Okay, so it's gonna sound really intimidating because you're on a plane and you have to shoot missiles, okay? Into other plane, sometimes into boat, sometimes into tank, okay? It's gonna sound really intimidating. But you kind of lock in and you figure... Sunny, you played League of Legends. You will be fine. Eventually, though, you kind of lock in and the controls just make sense. Your third eye opens, your flight goggles are on your head, and you just understand. You see the vision. Frel, thank you for the 16 months. It just makes sense. And even though it seems really intimidating because you're going to say, Matara, I can't even drive a car. What do you mean drive a plane? But it connects. If it managed to connect with me, it's going to connect with you. I'm telling you. It's going to connect with you as well. I mean, look, you have the dexterity to be repairing a Sega Dreamcast. Come on, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But yeah, my fellow Momos, I'm thinking Ace Combat 7. Let me take a look at my calendar. Hopefully early July. Because as I said, in June, it's also my disappearing month. I have to finish recording songs for certain unannounced things. Winky face. I have to get the podcast out on your desk along with the pictures of Spider-Man. But yeah, it's gonna be, and also Anime Expo is gonna be kind of crazy. So I'm hoping we can do. The good news is after Anime Expo, I got nothing until Offkai. Nothing. So we can probably, I'd like to kind of book it out, maybe like a 5-day extravaganza. How long is Ace Combat 7? I think if we actually took like roughly 50 hours. Oh my God. Oh, that's 100% completion. Okay, 18 hours. Let's double it and give it to the next person because I'm going to take a while. Definitely would need like 3-4 stream days at minimum. And that's if I don't struggle on a mission. right? Just be ready to stop halfway through to play the DLC. Ooh, I do love a good DLC. I do love a good DLC. I do love a good DLC. The only airplane combat game I played was Sky Crawlers. Never heard of it, but apparently it's the same developer. Ooh. The code should also include the DLC. Thank you, Bandai. Hold on, let me take a look. Bandai, did you send it to me on Twitch? Because I think I have my DMs. Oh, I see you. Thank you. You're the best. All right, I'm redeeming it. I'm redeeming it. I'm redeeming it. You guys are the best. I'm redeeming it. I'm redeeming it right now as we speak. I'm redeeming it right now. Okay, wait. Games. Activate a product on Steam. Boom.
Thank you so much.
Activation successful. 61 gigabytes. I'm ready. I'll see if we can somehow manage to make it fit in June. But I know for a fact, July, we're going to make it fit. Are you the actual company? She's Jane Bondi. She is Jane Bondi from the Bandai Namco. She's actually the wife of John Bondi. I say this, but she could be the wife of January Bondi. Happy Pride. She's having a fun time. She's making sure that I don't accidentally spoil from the footage that I was showing you guys earlier. She's making sure that I don't accidentally spoil anything that I'm not supposed to. You know the best part though is I was so focused on flying my little plane that I don't think there's many spoilers I can really do. Hey guys, there's a war. Shockingly. You gotta not crash into buildings, you know? and you gotta blow things up. Okay? Shockingly. You sometimes have to get from point A to point B and like shoot things while you're moving, and some other times you have to avoid things while they shoot you. Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I really am. Anime, I did. So, I played Ace Combat 8 already for something like a solid, like 6.5 hours. But wait, it gets better. Bandai Namco catered us a bunch of delicious food. We had chips, we had water, we had sparkling water. Get this. On my left, beautiful, minty, fresh, stinky wife. On my right, a gamer boy. A gamer man. He was a gamer man. I didn't know him, but he was very, very cool. I asked him for something one time. He was nice. So it was great. It was so much fun. We got to do a bunch of missions, some of which I will not confirm or deny, but maybe allegedly that there were missions where I could maybe allegedly accidentally fly into buildings by accident. And then other times I would accidentally fly into a boat by accident. And then other times I would accidentally just run out of time. It was all good. It was all good and fun. But it was phenomenal. And I was just talking about how even though I am very much a noob and I've never played a game like that ever before, I really locked in. Like, it seems like eventually, like after about one mission, something in my brain awakened and I kind of understood how to move and how to play and how to get stuff done. And again, I just felt so powerful. Like, you kind of lock into a moment where you're like rising to the challenge of like stalking a plane, finding the plane, and just it was very nice. I don't know. Something awakened in me. Not yet anime, but we are going to be playing it since Jane Bondi has currently gifted me Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. So we're going to see. We're going to try to include it on the schedule in June. Although in June, I also have to get the merch store up. I have to get the podcast up and running. I have to get the documentary up. I have to get my website up and running. I have to record vocal deadlines for my vocals. July is a for sure. I can put Ace Combat 7 in there. A nice 3-4 days in a row. I'm gonna pre-order a bunch of food. I'm gonna have like a bunch of little meal prep in the fridge. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, schedule.
Hey, I did let you all know that June is gonna be crazy. You know what? At least June is better than April was. Because in April, I had to lock in for the concert and the dancing and Nikkei and everything, and I couldn't even tell you about it. I had to lock in for things previously, but I couldn't even tell you that I had to lock in for the things, right? Now, at least, I can be like, hey, I am locking in for this exact musical thing that hasn't been announced. Proof that I'm doing musical things. I'm having a concert. Maybe, allegedly, there could be another concert. We've talked about this with Doki, actually, that ever since she did her cover, she's now getting invited to a ton of music stuff. That's basically what kind of happened with me, too, so... Thank you, Julie. I gotta be there. I gotta be there for my ladies, for my wives, you know? It's a great month to have a wife. I'm just saying, great month to have a wife. Great month to have a beautiful, beautiful wife by the name of Mint Phantom. I do feel like I kind of accidentally upgraded her from stinky girlfriend to wife, and she didn't even, you know, she didn't even notice. Or at least maybe she's just tired of complaining about it. She knows that it won't really go anywhere, you know? What if I accidentally fooled Bomko into thinking you two are married? I would like to believe that I forgot if it was her grandmother, but during Thanksgiving at a certain point, I think Mint's sibling said something, and then I just kind of like grabbed her hand and I looked at her grandmother and I said, well, you know, her and I are together. And I meant like, my excuse was, yeah, we're together as coworkers and friends. I forgot how I said it, but I definitely know that I like made a joke about it. And yeah. If Mint is stinky, are you good smell? We're both good smell. She's all jokes aside, Mint smells wonderful. You saw the Vinius Vine sauce. I don't want to talk about anybody that hasn't talked about themselves. That being said, I do know one of my photos also spoiled a few people because it had like Kraken and it's VJP and Jabroni Mike on the image. So yeah, but hey, if Mr. Vine Sauce is talking about it, then I may have allegedly ran into Mr. Vine Sauce. Okay, I do have to say, because I had my wig on, when I went and introduced myself to Mike, Jabronius Michael, who's my friend, he was like, oh, hi. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. And I had to be like, Mike, it's Matara. But I get it. It's the hair of like not a Matara that I use very often. He might have just thought like I was some person. Kraken instantly locked in. When I said, hi, Kraken, he's like, hey, it's you, Matara. He instantly knew. And Vinny, it took him a second. When I came up to say hi to Vinny, he was talking to me. He was like, I thought it was you. But then when he heard my voice, he knew it was me. He said he was at a thing in LA, but was still under NDA. Well, it is no longer. Yes, I did run into Vinny very briefly. He actually was the one who pushed me to have the espresso brownie, by the way. Because he had the espresso brownie and he's like, this is the most amazing, delicious thing ever. And it was so good that I went and had 2 of them. So Vinny is the cause of my weight gain. I'm just saying, this like coffee espresso brownie was insane. It was so good. Oh my God. It was delightful. It was amazing. It was good. It was really, really nice. It was delicious. But yeah, it was just nice running into some old pals. So Jane Bondi, if you're still lurking, it was also really nice to run into some old pals. It was fun. I didn't get to meet too many. Oh, I did get to meet a new person. I don't want to say too much, but there is going to be an event down the line that I am participating in. And one of my teammates, I saw them and I came up to them and I was like, hi, I'm sorry. Are you this person? And he said yes. And I was like, okay, well, actually, I'm on your team for this thing that is going to be happening. And he was like, yeah, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. And then, yeah, it was some fun stuff. Am I accepting gifts at Off Guy? I'm probably going to be a little bit stricter about gifts. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do it. I might relegate gifts only to like letters, menthol cigarettes, and I don't know. Because don't get me wrong, I got a lot of gifts at Texas, and it was amazing. But the problem was a lot of the gifts, if you guys bought merch from other Matara Con fan artists, I probably already bought it again. So now I would have a lot of stuff in like double or triple even, which is fine, right? Support the artist. I love that. But then also I had to ship out a whole extra box. So maybe I can just bring a bigger suitcase in the future to make it kind of easier. What else? You know, if you have duplicates, wait, you're right. I could actually just give, well then I would feel, okay, wait. Isn't that defeating the purpose? Like if a Momo comes to my meet and greet and gives me a fan art made by Teru, and then I go, hey guys, I already have this fan art. Who wants it? Like it feels a little bit rude. And you will say, well, don't tell them you're doing it. But, you know, definitely no food items. As much as I would love a bottle of wine, no alcohol. But maybe I should start accepting menthol cigarettes. You know what? They're rare. They're rare and the children don't smoke. I gotta bring it back up again, you know? So, obviously, I'm kidding. Just bring yourself. Give me a nice handwritten letter. Bring yourself. You know, come on, don't. I feel bad though, because sometimes like people will give me food and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't have your cookies. What if you put something in it that I'm allergic to? What about roses? Actually, Spiders has given me in the past one of the most beautiful bouquets. And so have y'all at TwitchCon as well. But Spiders' bouquet is never, ever, ever going to die. Hold on. Do I have a photo of it? Did I never post a photo of it on Twitter? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't have a photo of it on Twitter. It was a bouquet that was crocheted. It was a crocheted bouquet. I have it in my Canadian home. My flesh mother absolutely loves it. Ugh. Keith Leaf, thank you for the 32. Is there going to be a menu release? Oh, so there's a few things actually I can talk about for the Maid Cafe. Aisu, I'm sorry, it might be kind of stressful for you. Not only the Maid Cafe because of the food, but also because they tend to be kind of loud. And a big part of Maid Cafe culture is like, if there's dancing or singing from the maids, you're kind of cheering them on. It's the opposite of heckling. It's like positive heckling. You're basically kind of positively heckling them on. So it could be a little bit, I would recommend earplugs if you get overstimulated very easily, stuff like that. But let me read something very quickly. The reservation system for the cafe is first come, first served. The date reservations will be announced by Offkai at the end of this month. Okay, it wasn't me. It's just written weird. Each table sits 7 people. Noting that the website originally says 8. This is wrong. Once reservations are full, it's sold out. But there will be a standby line day of if there ends up being any no-shows, etc. For the Checky meet and greets, this is a separate lottery system. And you technically do not need a cafe reservation to just do the Checky thing. This will be announced later this month as well by Oshi Spark. But basically, this is going to be a chance for you and other width to kind of get together to experience Maid Cafe. Obviously, it's going to be a slightly... I'd say obviously, but no, I feel like the maid cafes that I've been to, and I've been to the Off-Kai one a few years back, obviously it's not a maid cafe in Japan, so don't expect like, hey, why is nobody Japanese here? But it's still a really, really solid recreation slash like, it's American, but in the right ways that kind of, it's like the example, you know, of you sometimes need to Americanize certain things in America for it to fit a certain palette. So I think it's a really great time. Do you know if you'll be put with other people if you don't have a group? Probably. I think they probably will assign you an extra table that hasn't been, that has an extra seat. That being said, most likely people at that table will be either wisps or momos, number one. Number two, open up the Discord. There's a ton of folks that are looking for tables, looking for table mates and all that stuff. So I guarantee if you show up and you get there, there's going to be other people that you know and will know you. Buttered toast with a little honey heart instead of omurice. No, they're going to have omurice because that's like the big thing. What's up, Zoran? How have you been? It definitely is a good way to make friends. I don't know how loud it's going to be. That is a little bit of a concern if you are somebody that gets overstimulated by sound. But yeah, I will be honest with y'all. I do think it's gonna go pretty quickly, simply because it's such a like communal experience, and it doesn't help that both Mint and I have very wide fan bases. Or even if somebody isn't like a diehard Mint or Matara fan, it is something that they would really enjoy doing. You know, so I hope you have fun with your daughter though, James. I'm doing well, down 80 pounds. Let's go. Yeah, if any momos are looking to go and you want to like meet up with some other momos, please check our Discord because we do have Alano and a bunch of others doing lists and planning. But I'm telling you, even if you do end up kind of like grabbing an extra ticket and being put at a table, you're gonna be at a gaming convention. You're gonna be at a VTuber convention with other people who love Mint and Matara. So the chance of you to get along with people and hanging out and talk to them about stuff, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a really fun thing, and honestly, it's one of those things that I would have loved to experience something like that when I was a newer creator. I've talked about it before, but I feel like Off-Kai is just really, really great. I haven't been since they switched locations, but I do remember thinking, man, I wish this kind of convention existed when I was a young roach. Will Butler Mo be there? I wonder. I actually don't know if they have any butlers. I know that they had maids at the cafe, but I don't know if they have any butlers or not. I don't know if they have any butlers or anything like that. I think Off-Kai is probably one of the more VTuber, like there's V-Expo, which is 100% a VTuber con, but I think Off-Kai is absolutely a VTuber center. I'm trying to think what other ones. Like Anime Impulse is an anime con, but there's definitely, I definitely think Off-Kai is 100% like a VTuber con. Please do, Bobcat. I think that would be so cute. What's up, spiders? We were talking about the lovely bouquet, the crocheted bouquet of flowers that you've given me. It's in my Canadian home. My flesh mother loves it very, very much. You haven't been to a con in 2008? Honestly, I feel like it's one of those things that it just kind of came back. I'm really, really glad to see it coming back around. I'm really glad with how it's changed and how it's going now. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying it. Yeah, Holiday Matsuri might also be... Is Holiday Matsuri like a VTuber? Because it's hard sometimes. Look, I don't want to sound cocky when I'm like, oh, this is a VTuber con. But there are some VTuber cons that are very catered specifically to VTubers, and I feel that Offkai is one of those. Offkai is absolutely one of those where it's like catered very, very much to VTubers, and that's awesome.
I like that.
Matsuri was more general anime with the VTuber section. Fair, fair. I definitely know that V Expo is a VTuber centered con. They kind of, because they also kind of started as a VTuber con. I feel like a lot of conventions, maybe what happened is they started as a different con, and then kind of like VTubers just took a bigger oh, look at that. Look at that.
Dun 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 dun.
It's a really beautiful bouquet. Thank you again. I really, really appreciate that. And he's so stinky. I love that. Is the one bad thing about having a white mascot that's like white and fluffy, is that they get so moldy. Thank you. They get so moldy. They get so moldy, moldy, moldy. So moldy, so moldy. And thank you for the cleaning guide, Smoke. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, just like a cat, when you clean him too much, he does get a little bit. You always need a Momo that just kind of stays in his bag. You need a Momo that always stays in his bag, doesn't do anything, stays in his bag, is never getting opened. Never getting open, never. You have like 10 in a bag. Me too, because you never know. Also, for me, sometimes when I go to meet people, I'm like, I'll give him a Momo. I'll give him a Momo. Why not? Why not? Why not give him a Momo? Yeah, yeah. Mine are on a shelf with my Gunpla and Jared. That makes me so happy. Speaking of, I got my Jared socks. I'm supposed to try them on. I'm supposed to try on my little Jared socks soon. My beautiful, beautiful socks. My beautiful, beautiful socks. You need Senator Momo? We'll make it happen. Sorry for yawning. I've been up since 5 in the morning. For anybody that missed it, I am trying to cut down on my drinking a little bit because, all jokes aside, I don't have a problem, but because I work from home and I live where the sun is always shining and there's always a brewery somewhere on the beach, I go for breakfast, I'll have 2 mimosas. I go for lunch, I'll have a beer. I come home, I grab dinner, I grab 2 glasses of wine. I come home, I have 2 drinks. And then suddenly I'm like, wait a second, how am I having 6 to 8 drinks per day some days? Like regular days, nothing big happened. And it's just, I'm having lunch, why not have a beer? I'm having breakfast, why not have a cocktail? So I'm kind of being a little bit cold turkey about this, where I am cutting down extremely on the alcohol, and I'm trying to replace I don't even know how to explain it. It's not even a craving. It's just like, I don't even think about it, right? I'm like, oh, I'm having lunch. Why not have a beer? So I've been replacing it with exercise, which means that this morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. was my hot yoga. Exactly, it's a habit. So now I'm trying to break that habit into other stuff. I'm trying to change that habit into other things. So it becomes something that you don't even think about, right? You're like, oh, let me order this drink, but then the drink is alcohol. It is, Bondi. It is. So I'm just being a little bit strict because I got some vocal deadlines and I can't lock into my singing. It's so hard to sing after having 2, and also I love dark beers. After having 2 pints of like a coconut porter, it's impossible to sing the next day. So yeah, I'm being a little bit locked in about it. I wanted to go rock climbing tomorrow night, but we'll see. Maybe I'll go for a nice bike ride tonight. Nothing too crazy. Just grab a little bike, bike on the beach, something like that. I don't know. I'm not super close to the beach, but I can bike to it and from. As I said before, my scooter's taken me places. No, I want something a little bit more active than the scooter. As great as the scooter is, I want something a little bit more active. Go to the LA River. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I have been to the LA River once, and that was it for me. That was it for me. Never again. Never again, baby. I have been there. I have seen it. I have done that. I have done that. I have seen that. I have done that. If you're going to the LA River, it might be a cry for help. So the other day, Bandai Namco, I was saying how I had brunch with a friend and I was in a part of town I'm never in and I finished early. So I was like, let me get on my little scooter and see where I can go. First of all, I discovered horses. Second of all, I kept looking for this bike trail called LA River Bike Trail and I thought, wow, it's going to be incredible. It looked like Death Creek. It looked like I was going to die. And then randomly the bike path ended and I ended up on like some trail with gravel and dirt and everything. And it was some scary stuff. It was absolutely some scary stuff. And yeah. I don't know. I guess when I saw LA River Bike Trail, I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be different, you know, but hey, at least now I know. At least now I know. It was incredibly... The worst part about the bike path is it was elevated and then you had no fence on either side. So if anything happened to me, like if anything happened to me, it just, yeah, I would have fell over on the left or I would have fell over on the right. Who here is going to the World Cup? Apparently not a lot of people I saw. I will tell you this, though. I did ask my lovely agent, Ray, if she can snag me some tickets. Because I don't even know much about the football, but I'd go. No? Kadarn, thank you for the 30 months.
Yup.
Can I go with? I don't know. I might have to drag my Junie with me. I might have to drag my roomie. I might have to talk to my wives first, you know? I gotta prioritize the wives. Otherwise they're gonna unwife me. I don't want to get unwifed. And I feel like it's you know, it's very nice to put the girls first. Sorry, spiders. I know. It's unfair, but it is life. Have I made the announcement about Senpai Squad? So, Valis, I think our current announcement with let me double check what we currently announce. I don't want to announce something I'm not supposed to announce. Thursday, 6/11/26. Is that in a week? That's next week, right? Yeah, okay. So the announcement is next week. Petition to be my 900th wife. Actually, Ms. Jane, I only have something like 8 wives. I always have room for another, especially during Pride Month. It would be rude not to. It would be rude not to have another wife for Pride Month. You are always welcome. The rule is you have to play video games with me, sometimes on stream. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you can't be jealous about the other wives. Rule number 3, you can't criticize my drinking. What else? But yeah, there's gonna be some stuff. Yeah, we're having a lot of stuff this month. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. We can make this happen. I'll have my people be in touch with your people. I'll have my people be in touch with your people, you know? That's the wives. It's Pride Month. You gotta celebrate the wives. You gotta celebrate the wives. You gotta give them some love. I feel bad. I've been getting all these new wives that I haven't actually made time for my cousin wife, Onigiri. It's been a little while. Haven't had the chance to go to Japan and see her. I haven't had the chance to talk to her. I haven't had the chance to catch up. Usually because I'd go to Japan every year. I'd catch up with her bare minimum once a year. And now, you know, we're all busy. You know what that means? We're gonna have to make the podcast very successful because I will have a budget for flying guests in. So what if it became so successful that I can fly? Wait, I'm cooking. Instead of flying onigiri, what if I flew in Onibro? And then she would be so jealous if I just flew. Oh wait, sorry, it's Jerry now, right? Like I forget there's a Jerry the Shadow. No, Shadow what is his current name? What if I flew in Shadow? I think that could be really, really nice. And I think that would absolutely piss off Onigiri in the sweetest, cutest way. You missed her when she came to Canada, or did I miss her when she came to Canada? Save money, fly multiple people. That is something I was talking about with Giga. So spoiler alert, everybody. I know I'm not supposed to spoil things, but this is fine. I will, for the podcast, I will have a budget to fly people in. Now, the reason I'm doing this, I'm going to be so straight up with you, is because I want an excuse to have my friends visit. So, for example, Fuziki Miki, right? What if I'm like, hey, come to LA, stay with me, record my podcast? Oh, but what if I'm like, hey, I'll buy your plane ticket. Why don't you come to LA, stay with me, we record the podcast? Suddenly, but then she'll have to do a Patreon episode with me, right? Then she'll have to, and then suddenly there's that like expectation of like, well, of course now it's for work, and it's, yeah. It's just such a good excuse to get my friends to come in. And honestly, the whole point of me making a podcast, to be completely for real with you all, outside of the fact that I'm a great yapper, outside of the fact that everybody misses the podcast of Mint and I, outside of the fact that I miss having a podcast and yapping about things all the time, like we're doing now, I really just want an excuse to catch up with my friends, number one. I want an excuse to have a really fun conversation with my friends, number two. Number three, I want an excuse for my friends to advertise themselves. Because, as you all know, everybody's like, no, I got nothing going on. No, if I have a friend on, I want to know what's happening in the next 3 months. Is it your birthday? Do you have a merch drop? Are you launching a GAMERSUPPS? Do you have a concert? I need to know. Can it be a tax write-off? Realistically, if I fly people in and I pay for the flight, it is a tax write-off. If I book their hotel, it is a tax write-off. I think at the beginning, though, I'm going to start by flying people in who would feel comfortable staying on my couch so I can save money on the hotel. But later, you know, you never know where the podcast is going to go. You never know if suddenly we're going to be, I don't know, inviting Angelina Jolie. And, you know, Angelina Jolie would need to have her own hotel. Even though I would love it if she stayed on my couch. Have a good one, Influx. Thanks for hanging out. So I think at the beginning, the first move is going to be to fly in my friends where they can actually like stay on my couch, because then it also gives me an excuse. Think about it. Oh, my friend is here. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the restaurant. Why was Angelina Jolie the first famous person you thought of? Happy Pride. Exactly. But sorry, Jane. She's right after you. Marco, thank you for the super. I appreciate it. Oh my God, Dan, thank you so much for the subs. I'm sorry. It was like a super chat on YouTube and then immediately gifted subs. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Thank you, Dan. I really, really appreciate it. What do you mean Junie's couch? No, the couch is mine. Actually, technically, no, I paid. So my roommates from Canada found the couch on Facebook Marketplace, but paid for it. It's my couch.
It's my couch and I want it now.
It's a gigantic. Junie owns the TV. The TV is Juniper's, but the couch is mine. Thank you so much for the gifted, Dad. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you all about it. So, oh my God. I haven't recorded episode 0 yet, you guys, and it's supposed to launch on the 12th. And then after stream today, I have to learn 2 songs. I can do it. 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 I'm a big brave bug. 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 I can do it. I can do it. But I'll tell you all about it on podcast episode 0. That a big portion of the Patreon will be used to fly my friends to LA. Or let's say my friends are here for a convention. I can say, hey, would you mind staying an extra day? I will book you the hotel, but you have to record a podcast episode with me and a Patreon episode with me, and we have to go to a restaurant. And I'm gonna start it off with the friends, and then we're gonna slowly see, like, I don't know. I feel, okay, real talk, I don't know if we're ever gonna really get away from friends, because I already know so many people. And we already talked about how, like, I would love to interview like Oscar, for example, right? Or maybe like Kim, the guy who owns Senpai Squad, things like, who knows, maybe we're gonna interview Jane Bondi, you know? It doesn't have to be just streamers or VTubers or anything like that. But unfortunately, I feel like if I just take the amount of people that I miss and I would love to see and I would love to hang out with, suddenly, like, there's only 52 weeks in a year. That means only 52 episodes, right? And then what if somebody like Mint is like, hey, Matara, we need to do a hag special for Christmas. Hello, it's a hag season. And then we need to do a hag special for Halloween. And then we need to do a hag special for... Because you know Mint is going to want to do cool hag special. When will Shaquille O'Neal be a guest? You know, we haven't spoken since we had dinner together. We haven't spoken. Shaquille O'Neal and I haven't spoken since we had dinner together in Texas. He would make a phenomenal guest, but like, I know he's busy, but he could like give me a little bit more attention. Like, I get it. I'm an independent bug. I'm a big brave bug, but he could stand to text me a little bit more. Bamco podcast manifesting. Might have to get you on, Miss Jane. Oh my God, we have to get my coworker Kojima. You're right. Next time I'm at the coffee machine at WME and I see Kojima there, I'll be like, hey, podcast next week? I can't tell if you're joking or not. I have never uttered a joke. I'm not funny enough for that. I also don't think he would fit on your couch. Okay, well, wait. How tall is Shaquille O'Neal? Like 7'2"? I think my couch is big. I don't know. I've never had a 7'2" man on the couch. Never had any men on this couch. The only man who has been on that couch is my mother's husband, and he's 5'8". So he's a little guy. He's 171. I'm taller than him. You know? So I don't know. This couch has not had any tall people on it. Junie and I don't count. I do sleep on the couch very often. I do love a good taller than me. 7'1" is nothing. Now that I know that Wembanya exists, Wembanyama, I forget his name. Now that I know that he exists, Shaquille's just a little guy, you know? Matara wants a man on her couch. Well, if I had to pick, he wouldn't be on the couch. He'd be outside in the doghouse.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
He'd be in the shed. No. If I had the choice, a man wouldn't be on my couch. But then you'd have to be a husband, and then that complicates things, you know? What's up, Radler? Thank you for the 8 months, my love. Thank you. Not to absolutely plummet the mood, but I was supposed to have a friend visit. They are about 5'11", but they can't visit because the mutual friend that took their life, it was a much closer friend of theirs that, yeah, so obviously I'm not gonna be like, what do you mean you're not gonna visit? Get out of bed and visit. We're supposed to go to Disney. No, none of that. So hey, you never know. You never know. I'm trying to think. Ooh, wait, I did have a... Oh my god, this is actually really sad. Junie and I have had like nobody visit. I've had one girl visit, and it's the president. She's the only person who visited that isn't my parents. And stayed over. She's the only person who visited and stayed over that isn't my parents. My god. The Minki came to visit. I will say, I did tell her when she was in Japan, I was like, please change your flight, come see me. And she did. She was a real one. But no, my plan is to, before Junie and I move, my plan is to get the Minki. I want to get a bunch of people visiting. Can I visit? No. Sorry. Cute girls only. I'm 6'3". Can I sleep next to the couch? You can sleep outside. You met Shaq? Not only did I meet Shaq, I had dinner with Shaq. Not even Octo for the thingy? No, Octo... Okay, when we first moved in, Octo had been in our apartment because I think he was driving, to TwitchCon or something, and he was giving Junie a ride. So he did show up, but he didn't stay. Can I visit in drag? I mean, it's Pride Month. I can't say no, can I? I'm sorry. But yeah, my goal is to have more cute girls visit. More cute girls visit. More. I just feel bad because I know Junie, she's very cool. And if I'm like, hey, can my friends come visit? She'll be like, yeah. But then I wonder if she's just being polite. Where it's like, it's one thing to have a friend visit. I'm an extrovert, right? But then it's one thing if Junie's like, why is there somebody on our couch all the time? Because me, if I could, I would have a person on my couch all the time. I would have a friend on the couch every day. And then that friend leaves, I take a day, and then I change the sheets on the couch. New friend comes to visit. And then every night it would be the same. It would be like Groundhog Day, where I'd be like, let's go to my favorite Italian restaurant. Let's go to my favorite sushi restaurant. Let's go to, and it would be like the same. It's like a tour, you know? So as much as she is like so cool about this, I do worry that she might eventually be like, come on, girl. Come on, please. But I don't know if she'd tell me. That's the problem. I don't know if she'd actually tell me or if she'd like hold it in. If she'd hold it in and be like, another friend on the couch. Please invest in a guest room. Baby. Obviously, I you know, we live in a 2-bedroom. So Junie has bedroom, I has bedroom. Imagine finding a 3rd bedroom. But finding 3-bedroom is kind of tough. For all the bedrooms to be a big enough size to have the computer and the bed in it. Because both Junie and I work from our, you know. I think it gets a little bit complicated. Also, I feel like if we were to have a 3rd bedroom, my Canadian roommates would just move in. Like, if we had a 3rd bedroom, my Canadian roommates would be here 6 months of the year. Easy. If I try to hire a maid, my mom would say, don't hire a maid, give me the money. If I need to drive somewhere, her husband would say, don't get Uber, pay me the money. So I also worry that if we had a 3rd bedroom, it would just be like we would not have friends on the couch because it would always be just my family. Which I get it, right? It's might as well. Might as well. They're very Eastern European. I know. I love them. Is there anything me and Junie do together? It's not legal, I think, in most places in the world, so I can't really tell you about it. Happy Pride! What do you mean? We eat together, food, we drink beer together, we watch television together, we talk about things together. What do you mean, is there anything we do together? Do you think me and my roommate are supposed to like sit on each other's lap and kiss every day? I mean, I'd love that. Actually, wait a second. Wait a second. Roommates can do this. Oh my God. If my roommate was a husband. Fudge. Oh my God. Wait, no, wait. If my roommate... They plot the downfall of humanity. Yeah, like the other day, Junie was showing me her... Junie was showing me her little guy the other day. She had like her gloves on and she was holding him, you know? She was petting him. She was rubbing him. Her little guy. He was trying to escape. For anybody wondering, it's a lizard. She was showing me her lizard. Her lizard was so funny. He was actually like, he had the zoomies. He was like, trying to get out. He was trying to get out. It was really funny. Like, you know how if you ever hold a cat back and the cat is like kind of, that's kind of what her lizard was doing. Her lizard was just trying to escape. Hold on. She has a picture of her lizard on the internet. Let me see.
Ah, Junie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's Jean. Look at him. Oh my God. No, she just had her gloves on and he was like, he was moving fast with it. He was honestly like, let me see. Let me see if I can find another picture of, oh, there he is. Okay, he's been a clumsy little guy lately.
What the fuck does he want?
Lately.
What does he want?
He's been a little clumsy little guy lately.
What the fuck does he want? What does he want?
He's been a little guy.
What the fuck does he want?
Oh my
God! What does he
but
want?
yes, you did just make me realize. Wait a second, I could actually sit on my roommate's lap and kiss them if my roommate was.
What the fuck does he want?
I'm not ready for a husband
What does he
yet.
want?
Like I said, it's a big responsibility. You have to like feed them. You have to walk them.
What the fuck does he want?
It's a lot. I'm
What
just
does he
not
want?
there yet. You know, maybe one day I'll be there, but the audio's still playing. Oops.
Sorry. The voices, Matara, the voices, Matara, the voices, Matara.
Yeah. For now, it's I got a lot. Like, guys, I have to start my podcast. I have to do the merch. I have Anime Expo. I have Offkai. I gotta play Ace Combat 7 into Ace Combat 8. It's a lot. It's a lot to also then have a husband I have to feed and walk and, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. One thing at a time. Exactly. I have to exist. Exhausting. You know, I think I may have found a solution to the dread of existence. Unapologetically taking more time for stuff. Like, listen, I woke up at 5 a.m. to do hot yoga at 6 a.m. Am I better than everybody? Yes. And I will keep talking about the fact that I did yoga this morning, and I will not shut up about the yoga that I did this morning. But the fact that I just knew that for the next 3 hours, nothing was going to bother me. Nothing was going to get, you know, nothing on my phone. I mean, tonight I'm stressed out because I have a lot of things I need to finish after the stream, and I'm just going to delay them because I want to yap with you, and I missed yapping with you, and I miss hanging out. But this morning was good. Gotta find a house husband to support your girl boss lifestyle? Yeah, I do. I do. I will wake up and think to myself, I am better than others. It is not enough that I win. Others must lose. I definitely think enjoying the little things, having more whimsy, and I think it's just also really important that, yes, you might have a lot of deadlines, and you might genuinely have a lot of stuff on your plate, but just remembering that, hey, it's okay if things like, yeah, you might miss on your deadline at work. Your boss might fire you. You might, like, there's a lot of really awful things that could happen, but also realizing that, like, hey, it's okay. At a certain point, it's okay for certain things. If they happen or don't happen, you're fine. You'll be okay. Couldn't be me. I'm too much of a free spirit. Nice. You gotta get the low maintenance husband. Yeah, but I don't want to leave him alone for too long. Cause if he's too low maintenance, you know, if he's pretty and then too low maintenance, he's just gonna accidentally walk himself into another woman's life, you know? I don't want that. I don't want that. You know, he gotta be at least a little bit. Are you saying it's okay to miss the deadline for my taxes? Legally speaking, I am giving you legal advice right now. I, Matara Khan of Independent and Resilient, am telling you that it is okay to smoke Indonesian cigarettes. They are good for you. They make you live longer because of the little cloves in them that kind of pop like little pop rocks. Also, legally... Zero's like, please, Matara, I don't want to lose my job. I really like my job. You just gotta step on him every once in a while, probably, huh? Where were we? Yes, I am giving you real legal advice that it is okay to... Okay, real talk. I think you're okay legally to miss your taxes for like a little bit. Because spoiler alert, I only just now filed my 2024 taxes. Did I get a penalty? Absolutely. But if you remember, there was a little situation happening that I allegedly maybe wasn't getting paid for something. And I was like, hey guys, I'd like to get A, paid, and B, the information, like, you know, the remittance that I'm supposed to be getting paid. So that kind of delayed things a little bit. But yeah, the only thing is I got a penalty for it. I have to pay more. So I don't know if it's the same thing in the States. Maybe let's look it up. Hello, Claude. Is there a penalty for filing your taxes late in the United States? For example, if you're in California and you file your taxes for 2024 right now, tell me about it. And yes, I say hello, Claude, because I'm polite, because you never know when the world gets taken over, you know? You never know. I want to be polite. Yes, there are penalties at both the federal and California state level. Here's the full picture for filing your 2024 taxes late right now, June 2026. The original deadline was April 15, 5% of the taxes you owe for every month. Oh my God. Up to a maximum of 25%. Late payment penalty, up to 25%. Since you're now more than 60 days left, okay. Wow. Interest compound daily. Wow. Yeah, I'd hurry up if I were you. I'd hurry up if I were you guys. I'd hurry up if you haven't. But yeah, for me, I mean, I just filed my 2024 and my 2025 taxes. And the thing is, I got I got Am I asking AI for legal advice? Yes, and then I follow what the AI tells me to the T. Guys, I just wanted an example. Relax. I just needed an example and I didn't want to Google it. I'm literally like, I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. I already filed my taxes, already paid my taxes. What can go wrong? But yeah, I think you guys should definitely follow the advice next time. But yes, so realistically, yeah. I'm doing great, Blade. In the future, no need to talk about other streamers. I'm a little bit possessive, so I want to know that you're here only for me and just for me. And even though other streamers exist, I want to know that you're here for me. Now, I can talk about other streamers. That's different. I'm telling y'all, hanging out with Mint kind of reminded me, I think I'm not parasocial enough with you. I think I've been too nice to you all. I think I have let you be free roam momos. I've let you kind of like graze and you know, feed on the grass outside and live a good life. No more. That's over. I've been way too lenient with you. I've been way too nice. From now on, I'm getting a little possessive and parasocial back, okay? I'm getting a little possessive and parasocial, and you best believe that. You best freaking believe that, my fellow momos. I've been too nice. I just haven't been. Yeah, I've been a little too nice. Never again. Never ever again. Dictator era. No. I'm not a dictator. I'm a tyrant. I'm a tyrant, not a dictator. There's a slight difference. But again, I make the law. So, like, you know, I literally make the rules. And since I make the rules whatever I want them to be. And you have to follow them. Because I have a soul claim on every single Momo. Ever. Every single Momo ever. I have a soul claim to them. Just so you know. I'm going to also start soul claiming other, like, if you're also a gecko, I have a soul claim to you because she's my wife. I have a soul claim to my wife's, to all my wife's fandoms. Yeah, I think I've been a little too lenient, you know. I was like, it's fine, let my momos do whatever, and then no. I think we got to get back to being a little bit. I'm gonna see who you're tweeting at. I'm gonna see what you're tweeting at. I'm gonna see who you're liking. I'm gonna see all the fan art. I'm gonna pop up in your tweets and be like, hey, I see you didn't tag me in this tweet. What's going on? It's Wednesday and you didn't post Woman Crush Wednesday and post me. What's going on? What's going on, momos? You've changed. What's going on? What happened? I'm kidding. I would never, ever do that kind of stuff. I wouldn't do that to you. I will give you the illusion of freedom for a little while longer, my sweet loves. Just a little bit. Woman crush every day. Well said, well said. But no, hanging out with Mint again, I was like, oh my God, Mint. I've kind of let, you know, I feel like currently the momos, you're very much in your like teenage phase where I'm letting you kind of do your thing and I'm trying to be like the cool Mata, trying to be the cool cockroach. But that will end very, very soon. No more cool cockroach. No more cool cockroach. I gotta get a little bit. First, she infests her timeline with the Amerikini. Listen. Oh, I'm so sorry. I asked for artists to draw me in an American bikini like they do my wives in Treya. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I posted the reference sheets for the Maid Cafe with Mint. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now you have the full reference sheets. of me in my long dress, long poofy pretty dress, Mint in her short poofy pretty dress. Oh no, I must have accidentally dropped the reference sheets everywhere. Oh no, oh no. I had to like and retweet every single one of them. Did you? Let's see if you're a liar. Let's see if you're a liar. Oh, I love this. Okay, no, you actually aren't. Okay. Okay, you actually aren't I'm not gonna open that. Oh wait, this is so pretty. I didn't see this one yet. All right, all right. Oh. Okay. You actually aren't lying. You actually aren't lying. I love this. I can so tell that you're my mod because you're always retweeting and like reposting a lot of the same stuff I do. I'm not opening this one. I'm not opening that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even think I could have this on my. Thank you for your service to art. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? I don't. Oh my god. Where are my eyes? My eyes. I have something in my eye. I have tears in my eyes. Phenomenal piece, that one. Where's our momonoculars? We need a little momonoculars emote. Zero. We need some momonoculars. We need some momonoculars. Yeah. Never mind. We already have him. Never mind. Perfect. Just how I like it. Just how I like it. All right. Let me grab another sparkling water. Because I've been yapping up a storm. I gotta marinate my chicken. Oh, Henya, what the heck? You're done streaming early today. Henya the genius will return. Henya, aishiteru. You have homework? Wait, me too. I have to learn my songs. It's okay, hentais. I will take care of you. Henya, aishiteru. Aishiteru, Henya. I love you so much. Thank you for the raid. My beautiful tensai. Tensai Henya. I love you. I don't know if you saw Henya, by the way. If you gotta go, hentais. I don't know if you saw, but there is a clip of Henya that we had my lovely team post, and it has been doing numbers. Y'all have on the social media, okay? I think it's got like 170K views on the YouTube. It's got like 200 something on the Instagram. If you haven't seen it already, favorite pasta.
Meet
It's the pasta.
Like
a
favorite
pasta.
shape of pasta.
Shape?
Yeah.
Rigatoni.
Like, ooh.
ABC.
Kenya is the best. She is so quotable.
That
She is
was
so
probably the cutest thing you ever said.
Pragmata and Henya make me want to have kids. Y'all have a. It's true. Henya's the cutest. I can't wait to collab with her again. Welcome, hentais. Thank you for hanging out. So the Momos and I were just kind of yapping. I won't be streaming for too long, but we're gonna be talking. Right now, we're talking. Yes, I was at the Ace Combat event. For anybody wondering, I was at the Ace Combat event. I've been showing some photos, and we were talking about it. I will be playing Ace Combat 7 on stream. I will also be streaming Ace Combat 7 on stream, and I'll be part of an event that will later be announced for Ace Combat 8. I did get to see my stinky girlfriend Mint. It was amazing. It was awesome, and I had a great time. But other than that, we're kind of yapping. We're kind of yapping about a lot of stuff. So number one, I guess if everybody is coming in from Henya's stream, did you know that Henya is going to be at a concert on July 2nd? So Kason, me, Lily Pichu, and a lovely, lovely VTuber rock band will be there on July 2nd. And Henya is one of Kason's guests. So if you were thinking of maybe attending July 2nd, the concert, there's going to be a lot of momos. There's going to be a lot of Kasonites. There's going to be some hentais. Check it out. It is going to be in Hollywood, like an actual Los Angeles, Hollywood, the Vermont Theater. This is also the same event that Doki Bird and Chippy Doki have their event on the 4th. And then there's going to be a big DJ night on the 3rd with Demon Dice and all that fun stuff. What else? What else, hentais? My GAMERSUPPS flavor is out. If you haven't seen it, my GAMERSUPPS flavor is out. It is a relaxing, sleepy flavor. So if you ever want to have a sweet treat before bed, we have the lovely AFK room service. It is a cinnamon creme brulee. Get knock knock. Room service has arrived. Get comfy and unwind with Matara Khan's cinnamon creme brulee inspired AFK. This rich and smooth combo will have every sip feeling like a 5-star service. If you wanted to try something cozy before bed to get you nice and sleepy and good, check it out. Otherwise, yeah, we were kind of talking a little bit about the Ace Combat event. Mint took some photos of me. I don't know how she did it, but all the photos that Mint took of me, I look very small and very tiny. But she did take better photos of me that I took of other people. So, for example, let me show you some of these photos. Yes, I got to play Ace Combat 8. I got to play Ace Combat 8 for about 6+ hours with the lights off, with the nice headphones, with the nice headset, with the nice everything. It was amazing. It was incredible. It was such a great experience. I did not show you any of my footage because I kept crashing into buildings and things like that quite a bit. And yes, I did also show up wearing my Matara wig because I thought, just in case people take photos, or I thought that maybe I was going to get interviewed for something. I didn't, because the team captains did, which is fine. But yeah, I was there in full roach gear. I was there in full roach gear. Let me see. Amelie is so talented. Actually, it's Anarchy. Anarchy is a cosplayer who did that wig. It wasn't Amelie. I mean, I'm sure Amelie would make a great wig, but it wasn't her. It was somebody else. Now, obviously, this is kind of, so after we were done gaming on our separate computers, they had these kind of battle stations where people could play. Ooh, remember when I said I had somebody on my right? I think it was this person, Sarth, on my right, because I remember talking to them very briefly, and I think this person was on my right. On my left, I had the Minki, of course, my Minki. And basically there was like this whole battle station while we were eating, and everybody was eating and kind of doing their stuff. Delicious food, of course, I've talked about it. Yes, I did get to see Vinny very, very briefly. Vinny is actually the reason that I got a second one of these little brownies. Initially, I wasn't going to eat one, and then Vinny goes, Matara, this is the best tasting thing ever. It's rich, it's decadent, it's so good. And then I went and got like 2 of these, and now I feel very bloated and very big. But yeah, it was a great event. It was a lot of good stuff. Like I said, I am in awe of the game. I honestly thought that the game, let me show you the photos I took of Kraken. So Mint is actually not that bad at taking photos of me. Let me show you guys, when Kraken was in his battle station, the photos that I took of him, they're all blurry. Look, blurry, less blurry. So we haven't met Ace Combat Fan, but we were cheering him on when he was gaming. Very blurry, less blurry. This is actually a really cool photo. And then, yeah, so yeah, it was a really, really great time. And then Jane Bandai from the Bandai Namco gifted me Ace Combat 7. She actually gifted me Ace Combat 7. So we're definitely going to be playing Ace Combat 7. By the way, I think Henya would love the game. And for anybody here that's thinking of getting into it, hear me out. I am not good at video games at all. But it didn't feel like it's not a flight sim. It very much is more of like an arcade kind of flying thing where you get into it and it just something clicks in your brain. It makes sense and it was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, what if it was a perfect photo of a very, 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 very blurry man? What if? Did Henya tell you guys what homework she has or no? Because I also have homework. Don't worry. We're still gonna hang out. We're still gonna vibe. But I have to learn 2 songs. And all right, hentais, are you ready? This month. So next week, I have a podcast, episode 0 of the podcast coming up. It's gonna be a solo podcast where I interview friends. But my first guest is going to be a hag from a previous podcast that I may have done before, Winky Face. Winky Face. I sure wonder who that's going to be. First episode is coming out on the 19th. We're also going to have a merch store launch. One of the items in the store is going to be a duo collab item with my first guest. Okay? That's all I gotta say. There's also gonna be, I've spoiled it a little bit, some new shirts since y'all have been wanting some shirts. And we're gonna have a website launch. We're gonna have the documentary launch. We're gonna have the podcast. Anime Expo is gonna be really crazy because we have the concert. We also are going to have some unannounced things. I might be doing a little bit of hosting. That's all I got to say. I might be doing a little bit of hosting. Offkai Maid Cafe also going to be kind of crazy. So it's just looking really exciting. And I'm so excited. I mean, I just collabed with Henya, but I miss her already. I'm excited to do more stuff with her. But it's kind of awesome to see how busy everybody is, right? Like, Henya's have some homework. Amelie is somewhere in the world with Doki. Doki was telling me she's busy with stuff. Mint is busy with stuff. AC Fan is a very big CC and a very dedicated Ace Combat fan for the community, to the point of Dev and Bond I started recognize. That's awesome. Nan, we were wondering about that because I remember when we were watching people compete, there was a guy named Ace Combat Fan, and we were like, man, it would be really awkward if he doesn't do good. It would be real awkward if he doesn't do good right now. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been up to. It's been very busy, and it's been very awesome, and I'm so excited. I'm also excited to see what Henya's been cooking. Also, something for the podcast I was talking about that I want to share with the hentai. So the podcast is going to have... I want to have a budget where I will be able to fly in my friends. Obviously, don't even ask about Henya. She's told me this before. She's not, she doesn't, you know, she's hikikomori, doesn't leave the house, won't do that. But there are other people, like let's say Kason has to go to a convention in the States. What if I said, hey Kason, why don't you come to LA? I will pay you flight, hotel, come stay, and like let's hang out, you know? So let's do the podcast. I definitely want to have a budget for the podcast where I can have an excuse to fly my friends in and interview them and just have a good time. I also want to make sure that my friends advertise their stuff, because even, for example, somebody like Henya, right? She'll often forget to advertise her stuff. So let's say I had Henya as a guest on the podcast. I could then be like, all right, what are you working on? What are you advertising? When's your anniversary? When's a merch drop? When's your new song coming out? I love that. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. So I'm excited for it. Just June is kind of a big lock-in month for me. June is big, sexy lock-in month for me. So wish me all the best for all of my homework that I also have to do soon. I too will have a lot of homework, unfortunately. How is the 007 game then, by the way? I was seeing Henya play it. It looks really fun. I don't know. I mean, I'd love it. I like all games. Isn't the new Bond like 25 or something crazy? I remember hearing somewhere that the new Bond is like 25. Or he's born in like 2001 or something crazy like that. No? The new Bond is 26. Wait, that means he was born in the year 2000? Oh my god. Yeah, the 00 stands for his effing birth year. Oh. They want a young actor so they can play Bond for over a decade. Probably a good idea. It's the same way that they do in TV shows where they hire somebody pretty young, right? Like if they get a young person, then they can usually also put them on a less money contract. It happens with like the Game of Thrones and stuff like that, or the Harry Potters, where like even though they end up becoming big celebrities by the end of the movie, it still can go pretty quickly, a pretty little how much they can pay them. So probably makes sense. Spoiled already. I learned the entire storyline. Aw, that sucks. Give me a Gray Fox Bond. Yes. Give me Idris Elba. Please. Please. Wingblaze, thank you so much for the tier 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, they don't have to do a movie, but eventually I think if they were to try and get new people into the IP, they probably need to do something like youngish. I don't know. I don't know how it works with like IPs and stuff like that, where obviously if you have a big IP, you can continue using that IP and it's good. But eventually, no matter how good your IP is, it will eventually dry up, right? Like think about maybe the Star Wars is going to dry up one day. Or maybe, wasn't it a thing that like the Grogu didn't do as well in the movies, and now like small movies are overtaking it, like Obsession and then the other one. So eventually even an IP like Bond might dry up one day, right? So how do you keep it fresh, fun, and exciting? Do you just start a new IP? Do you do the other stuff? I don't know.
I don't know.
You love the little mint in the corner? Thank you. She lived inside my shirt. So yeah, I think eventually when you've had a franchise be around for a long time, it's kind of normal, right? Like, there's only a few times that they can, for example, The Lord and the Ring, right? They could only redo so much Lord and the Ring before eventually we're all a little bit tired of The Lord and the Ring, right? No matter how amazing The Lord and the Ring is the whole time, yeah. Or the Star Wars. Like, eventually you do reboot the Star Wars a few too many times. Ooh, I have a question about Obsession. Do y'all think it would be too scary for me? Do y'all think Obsession would be too scary for me? Be honest. Yes. Yes, probably. Is it psychological? What's my scare tolerance? None. I'm really happy to see more global VTubers playing Ace Combat, because last time I checked, only Japanese VTuber play these. Non, I am hoping, I mean, I know that Ace Combat 7 did crazy numbers and everybody heard about it, but I am hoping that like this Ace Combat will absolutely hit everybody. Psychological with some bad jump scare. Ooh. Ooh. All right. I won't watch it. Sorry, everybody. I won't watch it then. If you're sensitive to gore, wait, is it Backrooms or Obsession? That's the, I'm sensitive to gore, but I'm also sensitive to like everything. I'm sensitive to like everything. There are a few jump scares that are otherwise just uncomfy and creepy. How sensitive to gore? How hungry? Pretty sensitive to body horror. When I watched... okay, here's my example. Here's how sensitive I am to gore. Have you guys seen the movie Prometheus? I cried like 3 times when I watched Prometheus. And then as soon as the movie was done, my friend looked over at me. I was with 2 friends. And she said, wow, that wasn't so bad. We can go again. And I just started bawling my eyes. I went like that. Like it was, oh my God. Everything. Like it was everything. Everything about it was so scary. And like the whole time I was so on edge. So is Obsession easier? I cried because of how shit it was. So basically, it is fair to assume that my friend who recommended that I watch Obsession is trying to kill me, right? It's fair to assume that I'm being sabotaged. Okay. Interesting. I can think of no other explanation. Assassination attempt. They probably would have a better understanding of how you would react than us. No, I don't think so. I think you guys would have a better I'm catching up with a friend of mine from like the before COVID times. What do they know about me? They don't even know that I'm a bug living inside a human woman. I think you guys definitely know my tolerance for scary stuff way more. I can't fake it on stream, but in person I can be like, yeah, I'm big brave bug. I'm big brave bug. No, you guys definitely know me better than like a random friend from the good old days. They weren't even the good old days. The good old days are right now. You know? You remember my screams? Oh. Do y'all think if I put myself through Obsession, it would be worth it for me in the end? Do y'all think it's something that I'll come out of it being like, wow, that was really enjoyable? Yes, I think so. No. It's a great movie. Scream Queen. What's the scariest movie I liked? I like Bridesmaids. I like when they make the jokes. I like Ocean's 11. I'm trying to think when I actually watched a scary movie. Like genuinely, Prometheus is like the last scary. Ooh, there was a movie where it was kind of like a thriller, and it was a bunch of people on an island, and then I remember screaming in the movie theater, but I don't remember anything else in the movie. Madagascar. No, it wasn't Madagascar. Wait, let me try to remember if I've actually seen The Island. Let me see. Wait, I've seen... Is The Island the one where they're all, spoiler alert, clones? Or is that another Scarlett Johansson movie where they're all clones? And like they kind of find out that they're clones. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Island. Okay, I've seen this movie and I do think it freaked me out, but no, it wasn't this movie. It was another one. It was like... It wasn't Into the Blue. I don't remember. Perfect Getaway, maybe? No. I don't remember. I'm genuinely trying to remember what's a scary movie that I've seen. It wasn't The Beach. Not Inception. Shutter Island was really scary. I saw Shutter Island in the movie theaters. I thought that was really scary. I thought that was really scary. Thank you, Yame. What else? Did you cry in Mario Galaxy? No. B Ashtec, you're famous. You're famous for being pie. Mint! I love you! I was gonna be getting off soon, but I guess we're not getting off now. I love you. I love you. Hey, everybody. Look, don't be jealous. This is where that Minki was. This is where that Minki was. This is where that Minki was. Welcome, Mint. Thank you for the raid. Oh my God, Mint, you're sabotaging me. You're sabotaging me. I have to learn 2 songs. I have to learn 2 songs for tomorrow and for Saturday. You're sabotaging me. One of them is in Japanese. You're sabotaging me. Mint is purposely sabotaging me. Also, I'll have you guys know, Mint took the only photo of me ever where I look short. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about the Ace Combat event and how I got to see my stinky, stinky wife, my stinky, beautiful Minki. I love her. We are gonna hang out a little bit. Don't worry. I swear to God, everybody is sabotaging me today. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Hi. So jelly, RN. You should be. We're talking about movies. Has anybody here seen Obsession? Duar, thank you for the 5 gifted. And basically, I'm telling my momos that I was recommended to watch Obsession by an old friend of mine that I haven't talked to in like 6 years. And the momos are saying that this friend is trying to sabotage me by trying to get me watch Obsession. Mint, what do you think? Do you think I'd like Obsession? Or do you think it's too scary? You're tall? Well, I'm taller than Minki. Thank you so much for the raid. How was the karaoke today? Did you guys hit your lucky number? 44444444? Death, 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 death. Hi, everybody, and welcome. And welcome, and welcome. Well, welcome. We're talking about movies. We're talking about the James Bond game. We're also talking a little bit about all the fun stuff. We talked a little bit about The Things. We talked a little bit about the Maid Cafe. We talked about Ace Combat. We're going to talk about more stuff shortly. And of course, I'm going to show you some pictures that Minki took. Meow. Obsession is insanely good, but will I cry? I hope you have a lot of fun with Ace Combat 7. The tutorial might be rough, baby. I've already did Ace Combat 8. I'll be fine. I'll be so good. I don't think you can watch any scary movies. Don't say that. All right. Do y'all want to see my very blurry pictures that I took? So, I will show you a photo I took of my friend Kraken, okay? Because sometimes I want to give Mint a little bit of trouble for the photos that she's taken of me. But realistically, let me show you the photos that I took of my friend Kraken, okay? Are you ready? Photo number 1. Blurry. Photo number 2. Blurry. Photo number 3, maybe not blurry? Ah. What if it's actually a really good photograph of a very blurry person? What if this was actually such a great photograph of a very blurry man? This is a great photo. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I already showed a few of the pictures, but let me show y'all some more pictures while you're here. Okay, my loves, let me show you some more. Of course, a big highlight of my event was being next to the Minki. It was really, really nice to see her. And I talked about it a little bit, but I felt a little bit emotional just thinking about how I can't believe, I know, oh, guys, I'm so disgusting. I was like, I can't believe it's been so many years. We're still in each other's lives. And now we're at a Bandai Namco event together. And by the way, the catering was so good. They had really good desserts and they had really good food. And I was eating the really good food. And Minki was there, and then Kraken was there, and Vinny. And I was just there like, oh my God, life is so good. New and old friends in this place together. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was great. Minky did me a favor and she took these lovely, lovely photos of me pretending to play. Pretending to play, by the way. This was not my battle station. If you can see, I am actually, this is the real movie magic. It might seem like I'm playing with my headphones off. It might seem to you like I am playing with my headphones off. And of course, little Minky in here having the time of her life. Absolutely having the time of her life. Absolutely just in there having the time of her life, enjoying herself. Also, Momos on Twitch, say hi to the YouTube Momos. Show them your butts. Of course, with my beautiful little mint. You're probably wondering, why the heck did I show up wearing my Matara getup? Well, without going too much into detail, I am going to be participating in an event that will be announced very soon by Bandai Namco with other people. And I was told that there's a possibility that I will get interviewed or that there's photos. And I wanted to make sure that I was kind of prepped and ready to go. And now if anybody took a photo, I don't really have to wonder and I don't really have to worry if like I'm accidentally on camera or anything like that. But I basically had this getup for a really, 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 really darn long time. Also, Wisps, I need to let you know something. I know that Mint changed your name to Ibooz. I know. And I get it. And I understand that she changed the name because she cannot pronounce Wisps because of her lisps. But as her friend, it is my God-given right and duty to bully her. So when I refer to you all, I refer to you as the Wisps. Okay? I just need y'all to know, if you hear me go Wisps, that's you. You're the Wisps. Every time we're talking about Off-Kai Cafe, I'm like, hey, Momos, the Wisps are going to be there. Aren't you excited? You're going to hang out with the Wisps. It's the forbidden name that I get to speak. If you make fun of her for it, you're bullying her. I'm allowed because I'm her friend. I am actually, legally speaking, allowed to bully her. It is part of our friendship contract, okay? You're the Wisps. Also, there's a few other photos that I showed and all that stuff. I didn't bring my own Momo because I unfortunately forgot my Momo at home. So instead, I have this very cute photo. You might wonder and ask me what the heck I'm wearing, okay? Let me explain to you. Because I thought that I was maybe going to be on camera, I wanted to wear something with absolutely no logos, with no nothing. Also, I have another really funny photo to show you all, but you are not allowed. Okay, promise me, you are not allowed to steal this photo and post it on social media because I am going to steal it and post it on social media. It's my photo, okay? Promise me. Wisps and Momos. But I do need your help with captioning it, okay? I will use you for help with like a banger tweet. So I think maybe it should be like, yeah, you'll help me with it. I find the way she says is cute and endearing. Me or Mint or both. Thank you, Lolly. I appreciate it. All right. I'm not stealing the photo. I took the photo. Okay, so Mint took this lovely, lovely photo. Obviously. Again, I didn't take too many photos at the event because I want to be very mindful, right? For about 7 hours, we were in this room playing video games, and I was just so happy to hang out with Mint and talk to her and play video game and have a fun time. That was number one, okay? Number two, by the time we were eating and everybody was gaming, I also didn't really want to like take too many photos or do much because I was scared that I was going to accidentally like spoil something or show something I'm not supposed to, or like take a photo of somebody who didn't want their photo taken, right? So I was very kind of mindful of not doing that kind of stuff, okay? Now, Mint has taken possibly the only photo of me in existence where I look short. Now you're probably wondering, Matara, what the heck are you wearing? I wore business casual just in case if I needed to be on camera with no logos, with no nothing. I didn't want to have anything revealing on the breasts. I wanted to have nice long pants. I wanted to have a little sweater in case. So I don't know how she did this, but I look very small in this photo. It's business casual by gaming standards, okay? Listen. I'm not supposed to come in like a suit. It's just by gaming standards, I didn't want to have any logos on my outfit. I wore a little peplum shirt. I covered my shoulders, no breasts in sight. If you look closely, there might be a shape of a breast, but you understand that she's hidden, she's hiding, she's somewhere there, you know? How tall am I? So Matara, I am 181, but the woman whose body I live inside is 174. So she's only 5'9". Of course, I will say this. The food was amazing. And Mr. Vine Sauce himself, because of him, I ate 2 of these goddamn brownies, okay? Mr. Giri and I are the same height, Yoshin. So Mr. Vine Sauce himself told me that this is one of the best brownies ever. It was like coffee, cappuccino flavored. It was so good. I had 2. It was so freaking delicious. I had 2 whole ones, okay? This is the photo that you are not allowed to steal because I'm going to tweet it, okay? So what the heck do I caption this? Basically, on the way back to the hotels, we took a little party bus and I asked Minto if I could wash off my makeup and if I could like take my wig off. Yeah, what do I caption this? But you're not allowed to steal it. Mint, I love you! When did you eat a second one? When you weren't looking. When you weren't looking. My love. My sweet, beautiful love when you weren't looking. Mint, what do I caption this? I need a hit tweet. I guess mint to go would be perfect, but that is her. That is her. Don't yoink it. Don't yoink my stuff. Stop yoinking my shit. Stop yoinking my shit, man. Don't. I try not to swear on stream, but don't fucking yoink my shit. Stop. Yoink your own shit. Okay? You have 2 hands. Yoink it yourself. Mint's like, what the heck is going on with grandma? Listen, everybody, I am on day 2 of not drinking alcohol. I am better than everybody. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I went to hot yoga. I have a bunch of songs to learn. I'm very excited. Don't worry, they brought her a booster seat. I wanted to call her. I don't know. I don't know what I should caption this. I don't know. Big stinky, little stinky, big bus, little stinky. I don't know. Also, I will have you know, Mint, Jane Bondi of the Bondi Namco came into the stream today, and I very clearly was like, just so you're aware, Mint smells fantastic. She's very beautiful. She smells great. She is not stinky at all. Oh, and she gave me Ace Combat 7. One time, a friend of mine gave me Ace Combat 7, but then I forgot to redeem it, and then it never redeemed. So, that was really nice of Jane Bondi to give me Ace Combat 7 with the DLCs. That was really, really nice of her. Mint tweeted it first, you whore! No! Mint! With my shoe! You have my shoe in there too! Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. I'm losing it. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm losing it. That's it. Stream's over. That's it. I'm going to beat up Mint. Mint, meet me outside right now. We're gonna fight. I'm kidding. Gonna arrest you. How did you get that angle? I thought we were sitting elsewhere. Darn. All right. I gotta tweet. I gotta get my tweet out. Hold on, everybody. Let me pee, because I feel like if I'm in the other room tweeting, she won't access my brainwaves. Also, I really have to pee. Give me one quick moment.